Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Tybuggy. Hey, man, your boy is back in the building. It's the Boogie Down podcast. I don't know what episode this is, you know what I mean? But we here, you know what I mean? 2023, I'm coming strong. You know what I mean? I got some good people with me. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. First, we're going to go with my sister.
How you guys doing? It's Tamia, Big MamaaMiyah.
Hey, what's going on? This is Deshaun, Rowland 28 on Instagram. Holla at me, boy.
I know that's right. This is Desha. Y'all follow me on Instagram, Desha_Cherie.
All right, everybody. All right, look. So we're going to get straight into it. We're not going to waste too much time. The first question is, what is the biggest issue y'all feel like, what is the biggest issue with dating in 2023?
I'll go first.
What you got?
The biggest issue is social media.
Yeah, why you say that?
If social media was not here, I feel like a lot of relationships will go way better. Let me tell you why. When social media is so much temptation. You can go on Instagram and see this fine dude. You can go on Instagram and see this fine woman. All you got to do is DM them, and y'all talking instantly.
Like the access.
Exactly. It's too much access. We got too much access to everybody around the world. So that's a lot of temptation for everybody. Men, women, everybody.
So how do y'all... I feel like I'm doing an interview.
Nah, you know what? Because I was just thinking about something else too. Like, besides the temptation, is also like the unrealistic expectations too. Like, people like to... You got that one girl, she expecting her dude to buy her a dozen roses a day because she seen this millionaire buying his girl a dozen roses a day, and it's like, Miss Girl, you don't have a millionaire,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of stuff be like false expectations, like, you know, people comparing their relationships on relationships they seen on social media to their own relationships, and it's like those are two different calipers. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors, so I feel like that's another thing that's like a real big problem.
That's very
nowadays,
true,
especially, you know, with social media.
So who keep buying into that unrealistic expectation?
I feel like it's the women more than the men. I'm sorry.
I do too.
Why do y'all think that though? Why do y'all think that?
I've been the one to do that
Transparency.
before.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah, I've been the one to do it before. I'll look at somebody's relationship and I'll see, you know, the guy doing all of this stuff, and I'll be like, look. Then you look at your person like, why you not doing
Where's
that? What's going on?
Where's that?
What's going on? So I've done that before. It's like you see them so perfect every day, all day. And you kind of expect your person to be like that. And that's so unrealistic because they could be perfect on screen, behind that screen. They could be fighting like cats and dogs.
Word. Yo, one of the main things that I want y'all to think about is, especially you and you, Desha, because y'all are in the influencer world. Y'all know that y'all don't always look that good as y'all look in y'all pictures, y'all videos, y'all story. Y'all know damn well early in the morning your breath is kicking.
Ask my Instagram. My Instagram has seen me.
me.
My Instagram has seen me hair all over the place, crazy looking.
But I think that's.
But I'm saying, like, there's a side of us that we are not putting out there.
Facts.
And what I'm trying to get across is not that we catfish or anything crazy. What I'm trying to get across is that that's the same thing with relationships. Everybody is posting the highlights of their relationship.
Right.
And there's too many people comparing their real life relationship to a highlight.
Exactly.
That same person that's promoting their highlights of their relationship ain't even that perfect.
They hate it there.
Yeah. Look at De'Ara and Ken.
I was just thinking about that.
De'Ara and Ken was relationship goals. Chris Sales and Queen Naja, relationship goals. Think about all these relationship goals we had growing up as Instagram started to become Instagram, you know what I mean? And now
look at them.
They all broken up.
Yeah.
But think about how many relationships was comparing themselves to them.
Yeah.
All right, but I got a point though.
What's up?
It's crazy because we're saying it like, you know, don't compare it. However, I feel like those relationships helped me out of my toxic relationship. Because I kind of saw like, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. That's the idea of what I want. Not necessarily saying like, dang, why we not like that? But I'm like, dang, it could be like that.
Yeah.
It could be, you know what I'm saying? I know that at least we could be doing that. Dang, they going on movie dates. Dang, at least we should be going on movie dates. So I can't say like the comparison can have a healthy effect because it definitely got me out of my toxic relationship. Just seeing like what the possibilities are out there versus what I was dealing with.
It's levels to it though.
When does the comparison ever stop? Like, okay,
Yeah, that's why I say
you got
it's levels
this,
to it.
you do this.
It's levels to
So-
it. You gotta have a boundary. You can't go.
That right there is the realistic
You can't.
balance.
You can't a balance. You can't compare every single thing,
Right.
but you can compare like the bigger picture. Like
Right.
the bigger picture is, even though they might go through it, at least he's buying her flowers. At least he's taking her out. You don't do none of those things,
Right.
So you can compare that. But when you go to every little
Like,
small
I'm not
thing,
comparing trips. I'm not comparing,
Right.
dang, they went to Bowie. We ain't been to Bowie yet. Like, we not Bowie people yet. Like,
Word.
that's just how it is. So, I definitely can't say well, I'm a realistic person. So, I was able to, like, you know, I see these things. I know what I'm capable of doing, and I know what I'm not capable of doing. So, I can see these things and be like, dang, you know I'm supposed to have a healthy relationship like that. But as far as Paris,
But are you
Parents.
realistic on what your partner is capable of doing?
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he might not can go on a trip every other month. You know what I'm saying? But we can at least do this, or we can at least do this. Or,
Right.
or,
And I believe you shouldn't expect something from somebody that you can't do yourself. If I can't take myself on a trip
True.
every month, why am I expecting him to take me on a trip every month?
But you got a lot of people that do. And
That's
like
a
I
whole
said,
other
that-
topic right
That's
there.
a bar. That's a bar.
That's another.
I feel like a rapper right now. I can hear myself like, y'all niggas hear me on this. Like,
No, but let me tell y'all another thing about social media that can kind of affect the relationship. If you got an entertainer or an influencer, and then your partner is a regular person, everyday person
on social media.
on
Yeah.
social media, let's
Because
talk about it.
we're regular
Because-
people too. Let's not get it
because
twisted.
Yeah,
Some of us
we're
are
all
regular people.
yeah. I mean, we're influencers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they're just on social media.
Yeah.
They're just regular. They're
Casual.
1,000, 2,000 followers. It could cause a lot of conflict. Let me tell you why.
Yes.
Because as an influencer, we have to show the people what they like to see. Because
Yeah.
if we don't get paid. A lot of people get paid from
Right.
their social media. So if they want to see bikini pictures,
They want to
or
see that ass.
they
What you
wanna see
doing?
that,
Like,
the regular person on Instagram
Yeah.
will not understand that. They hate all of the attention you get, all of the comments, all of the DMs. I feel like you have to be with a person that trusts you a lot as an influencer. They have to understand what comes with it, because it comes with a lot of DMs, a lot of attention. It comes with all of that. So you can't be a jealous person
Right.
dating an influencer, and a lot of people are. So a lot of relationships fail because of
have a
Instagram.
question.
Because you got one person like, I'm making my bad regardless. I'm posting this half naked picture. I'm posting this booty shorts. I'm posting this video, and the other person was like, well, I can't respect that. I'm
Right, I
jealous.
can't-
I don't like
Yeah.
this.
They're
I
not
don't like
strong
that.
enough.
So what do you do if a ball player is in your Instagram and he can do all these things, but you look at your man and you like,
That's up to that person, that woman. Either
Right.
that woman gonna be strong enough and say, I love my man, and I'm gonna stick by my man, or she gonna fold and say, I'm gonna go to the ball
now
player.
you know if Michael B. Jordan comes
Nah,
in your
'cause
Instagram,
I've been-
the whole
no.
thing's gonna change.
No, I have had rappers, ball players, football players.
say names. Say names.
Nah, I ain't
Take
gonna-
this all the way.
But I'm
You
talking
are
about.
in your
But I can
DM.
relate
Tell
though.
us.
You can relate.
Nah, like
Who trying to talk to my
like,
sister?
like these dudes' favorite rappers.
Yeah.
These dudes' favorite, favorite rappers, actors,
Athletes.
influencers. I'm talking about y'all. Athletes you would never imagine, like, you know what I'm saying, all ages.
But you gotta know what comes with that. Though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you can't.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
gotta know what
another
comes
thing.
with that.
If you are a type of person where you feel like, when you get in that limelight, you gonna want to fold every chance you get. You shouldn't even be in a relationship. Like,
Right.
you're not gonna be able to be in a relationship as an influencer if you know that that you fold easy.
And then
That's just
let's
what it
use
is.
common sense. These ball players,
They
these
just wanna-
athletes, they just want to
And get it
So
on, like,
you gonna mess up your relationship, and he gonna and
Right.
and send you
dip
on your way.
Right.
Right. So why do y'all think women fall into that trap of like seeing that verified page and they just
Because
go
you
for
gotta
it?
think it's something they've never experienced before. I got somebody who's on top of the world right now. Let's give an example. Let's say if Kanye West was not in my DM.
Kanye West is so crazy.
Yes, but let's say if
Please
Kanye,
use somebody else
No,
that's in a
no.
positive light, because
Please pray for him.
okay.
if you hitting back Kanye, it's crazy. Like, why are you hitting back Kanye?
But a lot of people might do that.
They
though.
would.
You
Females think bag
Kim
talk.
did.
They're not thinking about nothing else but
Right.
the bag they could possibly
Okay,
get.
Chris Brown, whatever you want to say.
All right, my boy
Shaq.
Chris.
Just
You know what I
see.
mean?
No,
Chris
I
had
don't know.
every girl when I was at
Chris
elementary
started
school.
rapping,
He still got it.
Before he was, he did what he did with Rihanna. I mean, he was on something crazy. In elementary school, Chris had every girl I liked or thought wanted me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He
like
had me by the age of 10
every
years
time I
old.
see him, I was like Bad Wow. I was like, I don't care about that.
Look,
nigga.
man, you still got to
Hate
pay.
it.
You got to pay $1,000 just to take a picture with the man. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
But back to
But I'm a
the
fan.
point-
I'm a fan.
Well,
I'm a fan
listen,
of Chris
back to the
Brown.
point
you know what I
though.
mean? I love his
If
music
a
and everything.
woman had that, she's in a committed relationship, been in a committed relationship for years,
yeah,
and Chris Brown decides to come, that is a very hard thing to not give into.
it's
Why?
just for the weekend.
Because we're talking about a legend. Not only is he fine as hell,
What is he gonna
But he
do
can-
for you though? Like,
and
what
that's
do you
what,
think?
and that's
being what Chris Brown's
and
gonna
that's
do?
what the strong-minded has to think. He's just gonna have sex with me and send me on my way.
And then you're gonna lose what you had
have,
for the long
but
term.
somebody who is not strong-minded, because he said, "Why do you give in?" They're not going to think of that factor.
Right.
They're going to think of, I don't care about the future. I care about my moment right now with Chris Brown.
Word.
This is Chris Brown. I'm not thinking about the future. I'm thinking about Chris Brown.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yo, tell me fellas how to
right.
see
And you
it.
like, it's been so many times where like I would like have a conversation about people. Like I'll be telling them like, girl, yes, like guess who was in my DM today? Like at one point it was a rapper every day. And they like, why you still here? I'm like, girl, you think just because this man is in my DM that now we out the hood? Like, no, we're not out the hood. He just
Right.
trying to get some goods. Like, that's it.
And
It
y'all,
doesn't go
and y'all
further
know
than that.
majority of them
You're
do
the
not
reason why I
give-
have hope. My sister is the reason why I have hope and believe that if a rapper or ball player gets in my shorty DM, she's not just gonna jump ship.
No,
You know what I mean?
he
Because my
knows.
sister put
Nah.
me on game. You know what I mean?
Be mad like, oh,
Like,
like people, you would be like,
And I do the
he in
same
people
thing for her.
DMs?
You know what
Like,
I mean?
yeah, like,
Yeah, that's a
in my
fact.
DM.
But y'all gotta think too. Majority of them don't be giving you no money. They
I
don't
can't
give
wait
you
to hear a
nothing.
story about a girl getting money from one of them. Like every time I hear a story about, oh yeah, so and so, we had a night out and I ended up at the club in the section with so and so. We smashed and then what? He went home and you never heard from him.
But
So
you
it's
had,
like,
but you had the experience though.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying? That's what,
Yeah,
that's what
I
a lot
guess,
of people want.
and
the
that's
experience.
what a lot of people will go for. That's why I said some people will fold for that experience right then and there. They're not
and just to be
thinking
able
of,
to say like they did
let's
it.
let's keep it real. Everybody is not the type of person who thinks about the future. You have people who live in the moment.
Right.
Those are
Impulsive.
the those are the live in the moment type of people.
Yeah.
So
Nah, I mean, that's a fact. But ladies, I guess the premise of it is if you think you're going to get with a ball player just because he's slitting your DMs and you're leaving your man, just know you're leaving your man and that ball player is going to leave you after. You know what I mean? So you might have gave him the nut for the night. You know what I mean? If we speaking openly, you gave him a nut and he's going to dub you. And now you have no man. You just gave a nigga a nut. That's exactly what most women become. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, like most of these dudes, they traveling. You know what I mean, they not really worried about you because they see you in the club.
And they date
y'all
you.
caught eye
But I can be
contact.
that one. I can be that one.
Yeah, I
See,
be
but
that one.
Let me
then.
tell you, I would like whoever has been that one or has a story about that one, slide in the comment section, email him anonymously. We need receipts. We need
You
proof.
need to see that.
We need a story because
But you know
I
what they
never heard of
probably
that.
Are thinking they're thinking because they've had girlfriends that we've seen before that they could be their girlfriend, but those girlfriends are girlfriends that's already been there. Most of the time, they have already been there, and they go through hell and back with them.
Matter of fact,
they are
a lot
getting
of them-
cheated on, all type of stuff.
A lot of them that was in my DMs also have wives, girlfriends. Like it would be like they would
My
slide in my
sister was
DM.
not stunting them.
Like
Fuck is you
my,
talking
I would literally see them, and I'm like, hold on. And then the next day, they on the blogs and so in the club, tongue kissing, like ew. Like that's why.
But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. With Chris Brown, you can slide in my DM. I might have to go to that.
No, you
I
can't.
might
You
have
not-
to.
don't slide
I ain't
in
gonna
Desha's
lie. I might have to get that
This
experience.
is my good friend, and I'm not gonna go out.
I might
let her
have
go
to
out
get that
bad.
experience.
No, you're not. I'm not gonna let you go outside, Desha. All right.
She talking about you could slide.
Chris gonna beatbox your stupid ass. Especially the way you be talking, nigga. What? He gonna beat the shit.
You might be
Mimi,
right about
Mimi,
that.
what question you got? What's your next question? You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you.
I got a question.
Oh, off the dome?
So do y'all think that in a long-term relationship, cheating is inevitable?
In
Like
a
it-
long term?
Like I'm talking like let's say like
Like a relationship that lasts
5 year
long.
5 year plus relationship. Do you feel like cheating is bound to happen?
So
Let me
I'm
ask-
gonna say this. I feel like cheating is not an automatic. I feel like cheating is a character flaw. cheating, listen, if any decision you make in life, okay, I think people have made cheating way too
They
like
made it
normal.
way too fucking.
Y'all have to understand, anything that you do that you did not plan on doing means that you have no self-control. If you make a vow to yourself, forget that other person for a second. If you make the vow to yourself that you're not going to do X, Y, and Z, you don't have to do it. That you falling short of your self-control, that's between you. So to say that it's an automatic that somebody's gonna cheat if you're together for 10 years, I don't feel like that's real. I mean, I don't feel like that's a must. I don't feel like that's a have to. I feel like it's a possibility because a lot of people, they lose their self-control. I mean, if you're maintaining that, if you're maintaining your self-control over the years, like every year you're maintaining like, all right, this is my goal tonight. Do X, Y, and Z. And I mean self-control outside of a relationship. You become stronger in that. And no, you will not be tempted by, because I'm going to be real with y'all. Hold up.
Go ahead.
I'm about to speak my shit real
Speak
quick.
your
You
shit.
heard?
Listen,
your
man.
shit,
Talk
nigga.
to me,
Be honest with you. A lot of dudes lose a good girl because of a quick nut. You know what I mean? Like you have something solid at home, and then you wake up the next morning, you look at this girl, and you like, man, she wasn't even worth it. I don't even know her name. Like, why am I even talking to her?
We
You
do
know
it
what I mean?
for ego.
And that, yes, just
do
to
it for
boost your
ego.
ego for the night. And you lost the one girl out of 100, now I mean, that you're gonna meet.
How long it
You know
took
what I
you
mean?
to, how long it took you to think like this though?
How long did it take me to think like that? It took me to mess up. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna be real.
I
Like,
think it took you about, how old are you?
I'm 26. Where you
About
going with
26
this?
years.
Yeah, nah. I'm gonna be honest
What
with
I'm
you.
saying is,
just learning that.
and
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. Finding a guy that you're talking about that doesn't do all of these things is like a needle in a haystack.
Let me tell you the truth.
You are a needle in a haystack.
Word.
There is a majority of the black men, and I'm gonna keep it real, and a lot of y'all gonna hate me for this, but it's okay. Majority
Talk
of the
about
black men, they gonna cheat at least once.
Listen, there's
These
two
ones,
reasons why men
Especially
cheat.
if it's a long relationship.
That's
Word.
what I mean. That's what I asked.
Let me-
That's
let
why
me-
I said, is
But are you
it
talking about relationships
inevitable?
or marriage?
Let me just say this real quick, please.
Relationships.
Let me just say this, please. I have to get this off before I forget.
Get off your
There's two reasons why men usually cheat. Is they lack self-control, and they're trying to feed their ego.
So
If that's-
self confidence, so they lack
Exactly.
self confidence and they lack self control.
Now
I think-
let's speak about that one man that lacks both of those things. He can't control himself enough to feel the need to act on a girl. Now, I mean, but a man that is constantly working, that I don't need to operate my ego. He's reading the book, The Ego is My Enemy. That's one of my favorite books. And I mean, that's really what like had me tap into a lot of these sides of me. And I mean, self-control is a must in everything in life. And I mean, in order to be consistent in whatever you want out of life.
But
You know
let's
what I
keep
mean?
it real. A lot of men, a majority of the black man does
Word.
not have self-control, especially at a young age like your age. 26, that's young. 30 is young for them. If you 35 is really
I
young.
feel like a
I
lot
feel
of
like at
men-
40 is when they slow down. Okay, I'm 40 years old now. Okay, let me get my little wife, my little shorty. And even
Word.
then, some of them still cheat. But a lot of young men, black men, majority of them, they at least gonna cheat at least once. Finding a guy like you, like you're explaining yourself, that's a needle in a haystack.
She said, like I'm explaining.
But like
myself,
you
I
said,
got that.
I feel like most of the men that are thinking like you have messed up. Like I always see the stories about the
Learn-
dude.
learn from
Like
it.
they mess up with that girl that was for them. That was their number one. So the next girl that comes around that's for them, that's when they be like, all right, let me get it together. And you know, she looking at the dude like, dang, like, you know, why are you like this? Why are you so for me? And it's like, because I had a you before and I messed it up. So I will say that the men
My
that think
sister
like
right
that,
there, yeah.
the men that think like that is because they had the experience to lose the love of their
Facts.
life and they had to watch her
Love of the life
go
is crazy.
go live and be without.
Some men have to
Yeah.
lose multiple loves of their
Yeah,
lives.
before they learn.
I know
Multiple.
somebody personally who literally like was like, dang, I had so many good girls. And now
I
I'm
know
just left
somebody
with
like
this
that
girl
too.
to settle. And
Y'all
it's
know
like,
what the issue is, though? The issue is that as a man, like, women and men were raised different. Like, as a man, quantity, the amount that you can get it's a badge of honor. Now, I mean, how many girls you can have is a badge of honor. If you could get the baddest girl in the room, that's a badge of honor. You know what I mean? So,
But
like,
the
when
crazy
you-
part is some guys do not even care about that. You will see a handsome guy cheat on his beautiful woman with a girl who's a 0. Why? I've heard guys say it's not because my woman is not beautiful. It's not because she's not on her job. It's not because I'm not unhappy. He's not unhappy.
I can't relate. I'm sorry.
He's not unhappy. She's beautiful. She's doing everything she's supposed to do. It's just literally she got a fat ass and it's temptation and they thinking with their penis and they horny and they just choose not to look away. They just do it at that moment and then that's it.
And the crazy thing about it is most of them get their confidence to even deal with other women from their girl. I literally am living proof. I will say I'm just gonna call. We're gonna call him an ex. I had an ex literally tell me like when you feeling me, like when I know that you're feeling me, it gives me confidence to go out here and do me. When you're not feeling me, I don't feel confident enough to go out here and talk to anybody because you're not feeling me.
What the hell would make a man say that?
Yo, this nigga was wildin'. This nigga was a wild nigga. and I will never forget that day because I was sitting there like, hey, yo, like, are you telling me like what you're telling me? But by that time, we're not together because, of course, come on.
But it kind of makes sense if you think about it.
It does.
Because if you're
the
my
person
girl
that he loves the most,
if you're not feeling me, I know none of them feeling me.
Yeah.
But if you feeling me, I know they're going to feel me out there. Like, that's how it was. And it's like, actually, I don't even like
confidence from you.
That ass.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about it. Some men be like, okay, so they got the girl that everybody wants. So they got their trophy. Now they feeling themselves. Their confidence is up. But the confidence is way too high because now you like, shit, if I got her, I know I can get any of them. You know what I'm saying? Then like you said, that self-control go out the window because you're feeling yourself.
Yeah. And like I said, a man can be completely happy with a woman. She can be so beautiful, so bad. Every man wants her. All of that, and he will still cheat. And because it's not that he's thinking with his heart. He's not thinking with his brain. He's thinking with his penis. She has a fat ass, and she's doing something to make him hard or make him horny, and he's going to go for it.
But I said, and I'm going to let you talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I said everything I said about the self-control and the ego because I want y'all to understand it's not an automatic. It is somebody lacking something within themselves. It's not just because the man is a male species and he's gonna cheat, or it's not because a female is just a woman. I mean, so she's gonna cheat. It's people lacking of something within themselves, which in return creates this type of action, which is cheating. I mean, ask your question.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's like an analogy I always use. It's like you said, she can be beautiful, she can be smart, whatever. That I call that the man's steak. But men get tired of eating steak every day. But here's the thing though. It comes a time when a bologna sandwich looks very good. And everybody that had, if you've been there, you know what I'm saying, you done had a bologna sandwich every once in a while. And you'd be like, damn, I'm used to eating steak all the time. I get this bologna sandwich and I'm like, damn, this bologna sandwich is good. It's fried. It's all this, everything I ever
fried.
Yeah, fried bologna. Yeah, it's great.
Fried
you know what I'm saying?
It got mustard on it.
Yeah, it got mustard on
Right.
it. But on the outside, it's nothing in comparison. It's nothing in comparison to the steak that you got at home. But what it makes you do is it makes you appreciate that steak at home. Dang, this is nothing like the steak I got at home.
Do you have to partake in that bologna sandwich? Do you have to taste that bologna sandwich?
You don't have to. You don't have to,
but it's very tempting
But
because you've been eating steak for years straight. So
Yeah.
now
That's when you got to tell your partner, yo, instead of steak, like, can you be chicken breast?
can you eat bologna tonight?
Can you be chicken
Right.
breast tonight? Like,
Like,
dress
damn,
up or
let me get a
something.
little
Like,
salmon or something. But okay, so that was my next point too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like when you're in a long-term relationship, like if you feeling like, damn, we doing the same shit, where's the communication? Like, where's the communication? Where is the you have to, first of all, if you're unhappy, you have to be adult enough, you have to be mature enough, you have to have enough communication skills to say, hey, babe, this is getting boring. You know, I love you to death, but I think that we should switch it up. We should do something different. Not, oh, this steak getting boring. Where that bologna at? Nah. What are you talking about? You was provided with steak, so you
But
eat
this
that
is
steak.
how I feel as well. What if you got that one relationship who been in a relationship for a very, very long time? They didn't already had steak, bologna, and salmon over and over and over and over again. Now they want some lobster because we didn't already did some spontaneous stuff. I really don't think sometimes you can do different stuff with your woman. I think men loves the idea of something new.
Facts. I believe that.
Why can't you have something new in that person though? I don't think. First of all, let's just talk about what something new comes with. Something. This is the thing about it is, and this is what a man understands. Something new could come with a new headache. Right. I mean, a possibility of an STD, if we being honest. I mean, a possibility of an unwanted baby. You know what I mean? So, once you tap into that side of your psyche, that wanting something new, I'd rather get it from you. You know what I mean? Baby, instead of brown, let your hair be red. You know what I mean? Like, let your hair be blonde. Let's play cops and robbers in this motherfucker.
All right, but let's think about this. So let's say you in a relationship with a girl long term, and you like, babe, you know, I want to spice it up. Like, I want to do something different. Like, I feel like we've been doing the same thing.
Let's do it in the elevator.
And now she's offended. Now she's emotional. She's not the type of girl that you can come to and tell her, this is my issue. This is how we can fix it. I feel like we can do that and this, that, and the third, and this will make it better, babe. And she's one of those, oh my God, you're saying you don't love me.
You will figure that out in dating. Because this conversation that you need to have in dating, that's just so open to the point where when it does come time for you to have that conversation about sex, now I mean, you'll feel comfortable because it's like, all right, in the beginning stages, the interview stages, you showed me that you're comfortable or you're allowing me to be open like this. You know what I mean? So if you've gotten that far in a relationship, what you said, years?
Yes.
I mean, if you got mad years under your belt and you can't talk about sex and stuff like that, it's like, okay, why are you even?
That is the very important.
You need to talk about that early.
This generation does not date.
They don't.
They do not.
Date.
Everybody be moving. They be moving in together.
They don't date with intention.
Yeah.
You date
outside.
You know what I'm saying? But
they just outside. I feel like before you get into a relationship, a lot of stuff needs to be talked about, said, what you don't like, what you do like, all of that.
Because one thing
before
about
you get into a relationship, you really got to get to know a person. And this generation thinks getting to know a person for 2 weeks to a month, I know that person, let's get into a relationship. And that is where problems like that come in, because now we're in a relationship and now me and you do not agree on something. Why? Because we did not speak about this when we were dating. And now it's a problem in a relationship at this moment. So people don't need to start dating now instead of waiting until they're in the relationship to date. You're supposed to do that beforehand. And another thing about dating is I feel like, and this is it's on the subject, but it's off the subject. I feel like men do not like courting women anymore. It's not like how it is back in the day where a man would say, hey, can you be ready by 8? I'm going to take you to dinner, take you to here, take you to here. And he does that a few times until the woman becomes comfortable with him and she can see that he's serious. And then they start liking each other. I feel like men nowadays, they do not take you on dates. It's always pull up on me, Netflix and chill, all of that.
I would like to say, I would like to say that's the women's fault. Because we got women out here like us where we're like, I need you to take me on dates. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I'm expecting this. You got the woman over here who's like, oh, I'm okay with him I've never had somebody really feel me like this before, so I'm okay with just pulling up. So now he looking at women like us like, take you on a date. What you
asking
mean?
for too much.
I ain't gotta do that. She was with it.
So I feel like
with the crib
I feel like it has to do with women and the way certain women are accepting less and than the women that are expecting what needs to be expected. Are they looking at us crazy? You have those women who will accept the bare minimum, and then.
But it's the man.
So who's the right and wrong?
It's not right and wrong. The women is wrong and the man is wrong too.
Right, everybody.
You should still be man enough to say, hey, regardless of what you want, sweetheart, this is the type of man I am. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And you should have more high standards for yourself. You should not want a woman who's that easy. That you should want,
but
but that's hard to do when you have songs like "You Think I'm Feeling You, Nigga, You a Munch." Come on, man.
Niggas not trying to be munches. He got a great point. Yo, listen,
definitely.
There's a lot of women out there right now that's willing to go out just because they're hungry. Yes. You know what I mean? They will go out on a lunch date just because they're hungry.
I wish you knew
this dude really likes this girl. Yeah, this dude really likes this girl, but she's just hungry, so she's there.
So do you feel this mentality of a city girl? I'm gonna use a nigga. I'm just gonna go out and have a free dinner. I'm gonna use him up for his money and I'm gonna throw him away. Has made men how they are today, as far as not wanting it to go too far, not wanting to spend money too soon.
It's made us look at you differently. It's made us look at you
so
totally differently.
I would say that music, because I know you said earlier like social media is is the issue in these 2023 relationships
Music
is
too.
definitely music too.
Yeah.
Because we out here like, I'm FRE.
I was just about to sing that
nigga free.
shit.
Yeah, ain't
Fuck
gotta
nigga
worry
free is
about
crazy.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? We in the club like, let's go.
Right, let's go is crazy.
And
Like,
niggas
what?
in the
Where you
club
going?
Like, damn, I was just feeling her, but she on that type of tip. But it's like you got the women that's gonna stand on it. They standing on
It's one thing
4
to
months.
sing it,
But let me tell
it's
you
another
why
thing to
women
act.
has gotten that way. It was a time
Where we was soft.
where
we was
women
Erica
were
Badu,
solid,
Scissor, and
soft, faithful.
Summer Walker, and
We would go back to our dude a million times if he cheat. Try to work it out. Cry.
How
Look-
old were you?
Listen, look stupid. All of that. Not just me, my grandmother, my mama,
'Cause
her
that's where it
mama.
started.
That's where it started. It's been to the point where women is like, I don't give a fuck no more. Like, fuck that. I'm not hurting no more. I'm not crying. It's I'm FREE fuck nigga free.
Why
But,
not
but you're
have?
doing that to a detriment to your future, though.
nah.
You know that, right?
I
Can't
just
say
feel like
that.
there's
That's a
no one
fact.
to blame.
That's a
I
fact.
think there is women. I think women are to blame and men are to blame.
Right.
There's no one specific. Women were tired of holding nigga down a million years and getting nothing out of it.
If that's the
and
case,
men
you should
are
have left him earlier for
Nah,
another guy.
because there's something called manipulation. There's something called why would I go just like he said when he was like, when you dealing with something new, you gotta deal with the STDs, you gotta deal with the baby, you gotta deal with a headache. So as women, we like, dang, why would I go over here? I don't know what headache and babies and baby mamas and girlfriends, ex-girlfriends and lovers and all mistresses. I don't know what he got going over here. So let me stay over here with this one until I get tired over here. So like she said, I feel like everybody's accountable. Men and then it also goes to
Tamia, before you go to another point, y'all want to be loved properly.
right.
Y'all want to be wives. I'm not confused. Y'all want to be wives,
Right.
or y'all wanted to be wives one day. Is it to say fuck being a wife, or is it to say I need to change the way I'm selecting who my husband is gonna be? Now, I mean, maybe the dudes that you were selecting based out of whatever childhood traumas you had is why you keep winding up in the same box.
That was my next point.
There's mad people in this world for you to say everybody is the same. You're gonna keep winding up with the same scenario because he has a dick between his pants.
and that's why I said it's not just the men, it's the women too. Of
Right.
course, we're the one who's choosing these guys. So it's not just the men, it's women too.
So I don't
it's
think
all
that
of us.
fuck
You
nigga
got the
free is the
power.
answer though.
But you got
Fuck
the
nigga
power.
free is not the answer. If y'all
That
want to
is
be
the answer.
wives,
She's saying fuck nigga free, not good man free.
Right. She didn't say good husband free. She didn't say
She said
all men
fuck
free.
nigga
She
free.
said fuck nigga free.
Fuck boy free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different type of nigga. That's
need
a
a-
nigga
I
you
need
just
a
don't
run-
want.
If you look
I
at
need to
all
run back
men
the
like
lyrics.
fuck boys, then that's the case. Then if you look at men that are fuck boys, then that's the case. You are gonna group us all
she didn't
together.
say in
like
the song.
She didn't say all niggas fuck niggas. She
Right.
said
She
she
never
said
said that.
FREE fuck nigga free. She ain't got to worry about a fuck nigga G.
So
Cause she
whatever-
SINGLE again.
So that
meaning
means
she
that-
was with a nigga.
Yeah, she
let's
was with
go. What?
Wow. Found. Let's go.
I'm like every time I hear those kind of songs, I just be like, wow, this is what we came
And
to.
I'm one of those people. I can have the most loving man in America, and I'm still in the club going crazy to that song. Now when the SINGLE, you know what I'm saying, I'm sitting down, I'm chilling.
I feel like it's an
No,
anthem.
I'm
I feel like it's an
singing that
anthem.
part too, because it's just a song.
Yeah, nah,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
Nah,
I
some
feel
people
like
think this is a lifestyle.
Nah, that's
No,
and that's
that's
a
what I'm
fact.
saying.
That's the
Those
little boy is
Those
talking
are the
facts.
weak-minded people.
Right,
You got
like
a
she said.
strong-minded person like me or like her, whatever relationship we in,
Yeah.
we can still sing that song and our partner be okay with singing that song because it's just a song.
Yeah.
But when you weak-minded, of course you're gonna think something like that. But you just can't. Y'all don't be weak out here, okay? It's just a
Okay.
song.
That takes us
'Cause they
back
be in
to
love
the
too.
first question. What's the biggest issue with dating during 2023? A lot of people
Music
are
too.
very weak-minded and they're influenced by so many different things. You got music,
Social
know what I
media.
mean? You got social media, so many things dictating how you should be in a relationship, and none of these things is healthy. A lot of people that are making these songs, they not even living that way.
Right.
Know what I mean?
JT's so in love.
Yeah, JT's in love, and
She's
what's
in
Shorty?
love.
That's the side chick to Diddy.
And
Know what I
Carisha
mean?
is out here just getting a
Exactly.
bag, baby. But
Yeah,
you know what?
I mean-
We can't even use Carisha though, because Carisha is getting a bag. Like the thing about it
Is that
it's,
good?
but
That's
it's a
what I'm saying.
bag.
Is it back to
but
the
listen,
bag,
listen,
though?
listen. But this is what I'm saying though.
getting a
This is
bag,
what I
huh?
mean. This is what I mean. She's
The way she getting played, I mean, I guess it's what you want.
I
Like,
guess
you know what
it's
I mean?
all dependent on if you feel like you're getting played.
I mean, that's a fact.
Because
it's to
women
her
will go out
discernment.
here,
Yeah.
women
What she
will go out
likes.
here and be like, all right, so Carisha, she got a trick, so I'm just go get me a trick. You know what I'm saying? She like, all right. But I feel like what our society, everybody keeps forgetting. This man has it.
Yeah.
These
Diddy's
niggas down the block and these niggas that you met at fucking Magic City, just because a nigga was throwing ones that night, he don't got it, ladies. Right. He don't got it. I know. I have seen niggas blow bags in the club.
You used to work in Magic City, right?
February,
no,
nigga.
I used to work in the club. I used to work at all types of different lounges. Niggas gonna spin that bag, but baby, they're broke. They are broke the next day.
That's just a look.
How can y'all tell if a dude is broke when he's in the club?
Let me tell you, I feel like a laid back, the laid back one who just chilling. That's the one who got the money. Right. The loud one. That's the broke one.
And they be in there. They be in there with the bottle they ain't buy.
Yeah. Dancing with the bottle, like bad happy he got the bottle. Yeah.
But hey, that's the one to crowd around. That's the one to get the crowd. They be like, hey, let's go ahead, yeah.
And then guess what? The next morning he like, damn, bro, my car got towed. You got 150 I could borrow.
Yeah, it be people that act like they've never had it before.
Yeah,
like, why are you so hyped?
Yeah. And then you just gotta pay attention in the club. All you gotta do is pay attention because you're gonna see that one dude. You're going to see a group keep going to the one dude, keep asking for money to that one dude.
Oh, that's crazy.
Keep going to that one dude to ask him for something.
You seen that before?
When you go to when the server come up to somebody else, you got to talk to him. That's the one with the money.
Yep. Every lounge and club I have ever worked at, it's not the nigga dancing on the table. It's not the nigga popping his shit. It's the nigga in the corner watching. Mm-hmm. He is always the one who booked the section, got the bitches in, got the niggas in, got the ones for them, bought the bottles, and he told all the rest of them, hey, just pay for your hookah, but everything else on me. I've seen it way too many times.
All you just got to do is just be observative.
Right.
That is crazy. Hey, man, with that being said, real quick, this video is sponsored by Burnout Challenge. Now, all you got to do is click the link in the description below. Everybody do a push-up. But listen, download Burnout Challenge and also Buggy Affirmations. They're both on the App Store. Hey, y'all, we already made it to like 30 to 40 minutes. Let's go ahead and make a toast because this is going well. You know what I mean? This is going very well. Everybody sip up. You know what I mean? Take a little sip. I know it's wine for a good time. Let's take a sip.
This wine got me feeling sexy as fuck.
I feel sexy as hell. You know what I mean? Where my lady at? You heard?
But listen here.
All right, so Rowland. I know you have some questions yourself. My son got a whole printout.
Yeah, I got a whole printout.
You know, he went old school on us on a typewriter. All right, so what you got over there?
Let's see one of these. Let's see.
Oh. Give us your best.
And we covered a lot of this stuff too, for real. But let me ask y'all this though: why do we celebrate baby showers over weddings?
Ooh, shit!
Why do we celebrate? I feel like we celebrate both. What do you mean?
No.
Because bitches are going to jump when they hear a baby shower, but a wedding, they like, do I got something to wear? And that's tea. Hold on, let's sip to that. Nah.
That ain't what else.
Let's sip to that.
Hold on, because Rowland about to talk his shit.
We got to sip to that.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
They should over there sweating like, now, let's think about where we're going with this.
Yeah. Not just that too, but I'm saying...
You know,
I feel like
wait a minute. Let me really think. I don't think I've been to a lot of baby showers. I don't think I've ever been to a wedding.
Explain your question, because I think the room is confused about your question.
There's a lot of babies and there's not enough weddings.
I think the room is confused about your question.
Yeah. And the reason why I asked that question is why is there more emphasis on having the baby instead of getting married before you have the baby?
It's so funny, and I hate to say this, but everybody wants to be tied to each other for the rest of their lives, but like in the most toxic way. Cause bro, men out here are really on it. Like they really like, you gonna have my baby.
Absolutely.
They like, I want you to have my baby. I want you for the rest of. I want to have to deal with you for the rest of my life.
That
little do they know, it's like, yo, a baby doesn't keep.
And it's the simple-minded woman, like, oh my God, if I have this baby, he's gonna stay with me forever.
Right.
He's gonna love us. We're gonna be a family. He's gonna marry me. Girl,
so let me ask you a question.
And that's it.
And he gonna dip.
Let me ask you a question, because 75% of this room are parents. Yeah,
Nah,
me being
facts.
one of them. So let me ask y'all a
I ain't
question.
gonna lie, I'm a baby
What
mama.
about? I'm a baby daddy.
I'm not a baby daddy.
I'm definitely a baby
Baby,
daddy.
I'm like, hell, God.
Playing
You got
B
me.
works,
She
fellas.
said, "Ain't gonna
Playing
lie, I'm a
B
baby
works.
mama."
So
Buy
look,
it and drink.
I am a child's mother.
What made you say, okay,
Young
I'm
and
gonna
dumb.
get and have this man's kid? Yeah, I mean, knowing you got the option, like early, to make a decision. Like we ain't gonna speak too much on that decision. Yeah, I mean, but what made you say, nah, I'm gonna have a kid?
I think when you're younger, you actually think some way. Sorry, when you're younger, you're actually thinking some way you're gonna be with that person forever, and it's delusional. Let me tell you why it's so delusional. Because for one, y'all are so young. For two, you already see red signs.
How old were you?
When I had my first child, I got pregnant at 17, and I had him at 18.
Me too. Facts.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah,
My
freaky
second
as
child,
hell.
I was older. I was 20.
You was not raised right.
Nigga, we wasn't either.
You sure wasn't, goddamn. We was not
Somebody
right.
wasn't doing their
Freedom
job.
at all.
Me and all my siblings got some freedom and lost our damn
And lost our
minds.
shit.
I ain't got a
Everybody's
sibling
kids
without a
is
kid.
back to back. Like everybody's
My only
kids.
siblings that
For
don't
some-
have kids, they're
Yo,
kids.
yo.
Like,
And
you
for
got
some
kids?
reason, I just
Yes, I have a
Yeah.
kid.
yeah.
Word?
And
No.
for some-
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
Oh,
my nephew,
that's dope.
he's like a year or two younger than my daughter.
Right, he's 6 years old, and she was the reason. I looked at her. I said, you know what? One wouldn't be bad.
Tyreek made it happen. Y'all
One wouldn't be bad. I said, shit. You know what? One wouldn't be bad. This nigga doing good. Now look
Yeah.
at me.
I think at the end of the day, I think people really they don't understand how much a kid changes a relationship.
Exactly.
You look at your
Exactly.
relationship,
Talk about
and you're
it.
like,
I was just speaking on
you
this.
know, I'm happy
Me
and
too.
I love him and whatever, and I just want to see, the baby and the baby names. Like for me, like me and Alaja's mom, we went to Planned what do they call it?
Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, Planned Parenthood to see like, how far along so we can make some moves.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
These niggas start showing baby clothes. I said, nigga, that's the wrong room.
They do that. They do that to trick your mind, and
Yeah.
so you won't have anything.
Yeah,
They want that
that's the wrong
reproduction.
damn
Been there,
room.
done that.
Like, but
Planned
yeah, man.
Parenthood is crazy.
Yeah, people really need to like think about. You have a lot more learning to do before you commit to having a baby with somebody. Like all of that cute shit goes out the window.
After
the
6
window.
months,
I mean, I'm
it's a
talking
wrap.
about-
Matter of fact, while you pregnant,
While you're
he's a whole nother
pregnant.
nigga.
Exactly.
He is
and
not the
she's a
same
whole
nigga.
nother girl.
Another girl.
Look at you talking.
The thing about it is, because I was just talking about this the other day. I'm like, damn, everybody I know that, like, they be so in love. They have a baby and shit go crazy.
Shit go
But
left.
that's because, like, all right, I'm going to say it from a mother's perspective because 9 times out of 10, the mother is the primary. Argue with your mother, not me. Okay? Okay?
Y'all be stealing the baby. Like, what you mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, yo, let me get the baby. Nah, like, what you mean? I can't have the baby.
Listen.
Baby in the
I can
backpack.
only
Like,
empathize.
why the baby in the
Listen.
backpack? Like,
Listen, because what happens, first of all, to answer your question, young and dumb, you don't know nothing. All you know is I'm in love with this person and I want to recreate and I'm so excited and I'll have a little mini me or
And we're
maybe
gonna
a
be
mini
together
you.
forever.
And we're going to be together forever. And then you get pregnant. You're like, hold on, you're wild now. Like, who is this person, right? But what happens is the woman is going through the hormones. She's going through the changes. The man, nothing is changing for you. You're the same person, but you aren't prepared for the changes that has happened to the woman because this is, I'm going to say for a first time mom and dad, this is y'all first rodeo. You didn't expect her to be crying at 5 o'clock in the morning for no reason. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get spicy. She not in the mood to get spicy. She tired. Her back hurting. She not doing all the stuff that she used to do. She not being as caring and you know what I'm saying, attentive to you because now she's growing somebody in her body and she doesn't have that energy anymore.
And
so
the
now you
man is not strong enough to deal
deal
with
with
that.
that.
He's not strong enough to not deal with the temptation of having sex with somebody else because right now she's 6 months
sex with
pregnant.
somebody else.
Yes, because she's 6 months. It happened to me. She's
It happened to me
months,
too,
She's
exactly.
6 months pregnant, and right now it hurts to have sex. So I don't want to have sex. It hurts. So he's looking like, oh my God. I've even had him question me and say, we don't have sex like we used to.
wait,
Of
before
course.
you was pregnant, was he cheating? Did he cheat before he was pregnant?
Not that I know of, no.
That's just
literally they're
Not that I know.
They're
I think it's
amazing
just
before you get pregnant, but once
Yeah.
they know that you're locked to them for life, they're like, shit, it's wild out time. Like when I tell y'all, my son's dad was like literally I'm gonna say 2 months after finding out that I was pregnant, that's when he became this different person. And you know, people become different once they feel like they have a tie to you. Even the women. Some women be like, nigga, like, I got your baby, nigga, you ain't going, I'm gonna ruin your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the females that really, they, you know, they was calm at first, they get pregnant and wild out on you. Why? Because they feel like, all right, we tied for life now. So the pregnancy and, you know, having a kid definitely changes people's mindset. And when you're young, or your first time parents, everything that comes with it, you do not expect. There's no way to prepare for being a parent. Like, you don't know what your emotions are going to be like. You don't know what your partner is going to be like. Sometimes your partner gets those symptoms. Like, you just never know. There's no way to prepare for it.
And then it's the way that the guy, it's not even, sometimes people really do be in a relationship. They be young and dumb. They make mistakes. But I'm going to speak on you guys. You guys be tripping. Y'all see some girl in the club. She looking good. You drunk. You bust in her, now she pregnant. Now that is just ridiculous. That is why there's no weddings. Because
you know that's a certain category of a guy. Like that's a certain category that like you may have been around
that
too
one
many
night
times.
stand kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean like that. Those guys that do shit like that is a certain kind of nigga.
Right.
That is not all niggas.
But I didn't say it was all niggas.
Listen.
You cannot judge them because you've done it before. You just didn't get her pregnant.
But hold on.
Who done that before?
You've never had a one-night stand?
Most definitely.
Okay, you just did not get her pregnant. He made the mistake to get her pregnant.
He made the mistake and not use protection.
But when
and that ain't no damn mistake. That's a decision.
But when does it come to a point to a woman that you have to protect yourself at all times?
Right, because I was going to say, at the
When
same time, as a woman, why are you putting yourself in a position where you're letting that happen to you? Because, okay, I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Women will scream, men ain't shit, fuck these niggas.
Some of us.
And it's like, Miss Ma'ams, he showed you who he was the first week. You decide to deal with him for 6 months. He showed you himself 6 months. 2 years down the line, men ain't shit. You hate all men, Miss Ma'am.
It's my sister right
all
here.
Of the signs were there. Like, and I know because I used to be one of those people where I'm like, oh my God, these niggas are always gonna. If I calculate correctly, when he did this on that Thursday and then did this on that Saturday, that was the nigga that he was, not the nigga that you pretended that he was in your head.
And it's also the type. You have to change your type. What
was the last thing you said?
Let me.
Not the what in your what?
Okay, so
not that nigga that
you made up in your head. Yeah, those are two different.
Y'all be having illusions. A nigga will show you who he is, show you his deck of cards. You know what I mean? And y'all still like, nah, I can make him into.
I see something in him.
And I used to be on his couch looking. I used to be on his couch telling him stories. He like, nah, to me, that nigga do not fuck with you. And I was sitting there like, no, baby.
I used to put Tamia on game. What?
Yeah.
Still do.
As a woman, we have to change.
Your man is doing you good. Stay.
Do y'all remember when Sierra got with what's his name? Russell Wilson, and everybody was like, he's such a lame. He's such a this. He's such a that. And then we look at Future. He's so cool. He's so street. He's so rugged. He's so all of that. He's so fly.
Right.
That's what women like, and that's why we fail every time. Because majority of the time, I'm not saying every time, because you could be a cool ass, fly ass, street ass nigga and still be faithful and on your shit. It's just hard to find dudes like that. Right. Majority of the time, when he's cool, he look good, he fly, he street. Every woman wants him, and he's not doing.
And
the right
he don't
thing.
have the strength.
So we have to. He don't have the
temptation.
strength. So we have to change our type, which is very hard for women. And I'm not gonna lie, that was something that was hard for me because it's like I like what I like. I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to. I need to find one that look like that and who can be. I need me a romantic thug.
Right.
You know
I used to be like, I'm gonna find my hood love. No, girl. No, you're not.
So why did it take y'all having the child to be enlightened on what type of man that you really needed?
Oh no, baby. I was still dumb. The child didn't change nothing. I was still dumb. It really, to be honest,
you was right.
I was still dumb. Yes, I was still dumb. I'm not dumb no more. Y'all.
Okay. Thank you, Jesus. All right.
I'm not dumb no more.
My sister's retarded.
I was still dumb, and I was still dumb because the thing about it is like you convince yourself, like she said, you convince yourself, like I can find this, like. It's like I remember I used to look at Indian Dirk. I'm like, I'm gonna find my Dirk. I'm gonna find my hood nigga that's gonna be in love with me. And then look at her. They're not. It's not what we thought. So
I've seen a whole podcast where dude says, if you want to find that faithful, good-looking dude, he's just super faithful and treat you right. Not all. I ain't talking about you, Tyree. But 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be a little bit corny or a little bit lame,
No,
or
no,
a
no.
little,
I'm corny.
or
I'm corny.
yeah, or a little bit out the
I
way,
ain't lame,
or
though.
he might not be looking as fly as you want him to be, or he
She's
might not
speaking
be street. He
facts.
might be a white boy or something like that. He might be that. 9 times out of 10 is not that
White
fly
boy's
looking
crazy.
one. He's not that rugged one. He's not that Dirk. He's not that little baby. He's not those type of guys, which a lot of us as black women are attracted to, and it's so hard to get away from that attraction.
And the crazy thing about it is, because I used to really believe in my head, like, okay, like, that's the type of dude that I'm into. Like, that's what I want. And then I had to paint a picture because, like you said, like, you know, it took for the baby. No, it took for me to really just look around and be like, I want this type of marriage. I want this type of love.
Yes.
Let me say this though, because I know niggas in
the
the
type
hood.
of love
I know niggas that's still in the hood right now. I know niggas that grew up in the hood and they stayed in the hood. And
Yes.
I know some good niggas in the hood. Like, it's not that all niggas that's in the hood are just bad niggas. You know what I mean? It's y'all looking for the signs of, is this man lying to his moms? Is he lying to his best friends that he known way longer than he knew you?
Those red
Know what I mean, like,
flags.
is it like y'all not looking at those things? Y'all pulling yourself in on a pedestal, saying that nah, he ain't gonna do that to me, even though he known this nigga double his lifetime. You know what I mean? It's them type of hood niggas. Know what I mean? But all niggas that's in the trenches is not just gonna do you bad. So a hood
Yeah,
nigga
it's not.
that's romantic is definitely real. I know
it's
multiple.
real. I don't want you
You know
to
what I
think
mean?
that I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about the majority. There's always an exception to every rule.
Word.
Right.
Some guys are an exception. They're not going to do that. They're going to be street handsome and do all of that. I'm just saying they're
fact.
very hard to find. I haven't came across one yet. My
You gotta-
friends
you
haven't
gotta
came
use- you
across
gotta
one
use
yet.
your discernment
My
better.
friends haven't came
Word.
across one yet.
Discernment
So
is key.
Y'all are friends for a reason. You know what I mean? All of y'all discernment's bad. Like, what are we talking
you know
about?
what it is? I have seen some older guys like that.
Word.
But
Age
majority
does
of
not
them,
matter.
But majority of them are taken.
For a reason. Because my son's discernment, no, his shorty's discernment is right. You know what I mean? Like, what I would tell y'all is, ladies, I want you to sharpen up your knives, sharpen up all your tools. It's not that there's all these dudes that lives on this zip code is wrong. Nah, it's just the type of niggas you are attracted to, the type of shit you fall for, type of conversation that you like to indulge in.
Well, listen, y'all.
Is the problem.
I gave up. I'm
You know what
dating
I mean?
a whole female now, so I don't have those
And
problems.
how you living? How you living?
I'm living great.
Great, amazing.
Yeah.
Fuck is you talking about? Shout out to Mika. You feel me?
Shout out to Mika.
I love Mika. Know what I mean? I love Mika.
But that is facts. It's definitely like
yes.
the way you gotta see the red flags and no, it's not a carnival. Because if you're taking every red flag and then it's like, because I know when I was young, I used to be like, so-and-so used to do this. So-and-so kind of do that too. Okay. You know, my type. Like,
Word,
you know what I'm saying? It was like, no, you're dumb. Both of them didn't even fuck with you. Like,
Yeah, I think at some
you tell your
point, and this goes for men and women. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
Edit that. No, don't edit that. Don't edit that. Leave that.
That's it.
But at some point, it's nobody's fault. You have to hold yourself
Accountable.
accountable. You're the reason you're in that situation as a woman, and as a man, you're the reason you're in that situation.
right.
It's nobody's fault. People are going to be who they're going to be.
Word.
They're going to get their karma. But it's your fault because you're only going to get what you allow.
right.
That's it.
You gotta
So
set
it's
them
nobody's
boundaries.
fault, sweetheart. I used to, rest in peace to my bestie, but I used to tell my best friend this all the time because she would run into dudes that were exact same over and over and over and over again. I said, at some point, you're the problem. It's not them. At some point, you're the problem. And women do not like to hear that. We do not like to be wrong. We don't like to hear we the problem. We always, but what,
I'd be like, girl, if I'm a problem, why they keep coming back? Because you're the problem.
Right.
You're dumb. That's
right.
why.
No, we don't like to
You're
be wrong.
dumb.
We do not like to be wrong, but at some point you just got to put your big girl panties on and say, hey, this is the type of guy I'm going for. It's my fault. I got to go outside the box.
That's a fact.
My best friend used to always be like, this a phase to me. I'm like, no, it's not. This is my type. This is what I want. She like, no. Watch it in the future. You're not. This is not going to be what you're into.
It's definitely
and it's not what I'm into. Like,
it's definitely a phase.
You don't want to make that phase to a lifestyle.
All right, so I wanted to bring up this topic, all right? So Queen Naja, she brought up women doing wifely duties while they're a girlfriend. What do y'all feel like that? What do y'all feel about that?
Let's keep it realistic. How is a man gonna know
if
to
he
marry
wants,
you?
thank you.
If you don't do those things.
But I feel like there's a limit, though. I feel like there's a limit, though.
Speaking facts.
But I
you gotta have a limit, though.
Let's speak about the woman.
Surprising.
How does she know? Let's say if she went all in, she's doing all these things, breaking her
Pulling
back
out all
to
the
be
tricks,
a wife,
baby.
pulling out all the tricks.
What are the tricks? Give us some examples of what the tricks
I'm
would
gonna
be.
give away my source. Oh, Lord.
Nothing too crazy, but like, what's something? You know what I mean? Like, what's something y'all would?
Everything a wife would do. A wife is nurturing, so she's there for you whenever. She has your back. She has you financially. She has you spiritually. Yes, that's a wife.
Yeah.
She has you spiritually. She has you mentally. She's
Emotionally.
there. She's cleaning for you. She's cooking for you. You ain't gotta worry about no laundry. You ain't gotta worry about a meal. You ain't gotta worry about getting fucked. You ain't gotta worry about absolutely nothing, because that's what a wife is, your backbone. So say if she's putting all of herself into you and she does not become a wife, you just drain that woman and she did not become a wife. So how would she know? If you're giving him everything as a girlfriend, why would he have to make you a wife?
Right.
You're giving him everything as a girlfriend. He doesn't have to make you a wife, because I'm going to get all of it as a girlfriend. I don't have to get on one knee, spend no money for no wedding, be committed forever, because you're doing everything I need you to do as a girlfriend.
You can be that wife, or that, quote unquote girlfriend, but you might not be his wife. You know what I'm saying? You can do all of that to another man, but he still has to see that wife in you for him.
I agree.
So,
it literally takes a certain type of man. He has to appreciate that from the beginning. Yes. It can't be, okay, you trying to prove yourself, you giving all these wife dudes because that's the type of person you are, and he's giving you his ass to kiss. Then it's like, that's on you, because you giving wife to a nigga that's never going to make you his wife. Versus the man that comes out the gate appreciating the small stuff. You buy him a Starbucks sandwich, and now he like, damn, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the man you want to show.
And I guess as a woman, you also have to know that just because you do that doesn't mean you're going to end up being his wife.
Right. Sure. He has to see the wife in you. He has to.
Why do you say he has to see the wife? She has to see the husband in him too.
Absolutely. Right. I'm not saying it goes both ways. Yeah, absolutely.
You choose
but
me, and I gotta choose you.
To your analogy, you're saying that she sees the husband in him. That's why she's doing what she's doing. But he has to see the wife in you.
But necessarily, sometimes women don't see the husband in them just yet. So they're working towards it. They want you to see, oh, I'm such a good woman, and I provide these things. Now I want to see what you gonna do with it.
So let me ask you.
But I feel like that's where we fail as women, because why are you giving so much and you're not getting anything back? Like, I would say, well, most of my relationships that have failed, I've given so much in the beginning and got the bare minimum back, and it's like, well, I'm not getting the bare minimum back because I never required shit. Yeah, I'm just coming out the gate with all the tricks and all the good stuff, and it's like, all right,
flips and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah. That's not what my sister's talking about. She's not talking about backflips. She's talking about tricks, as in paying for niggas' haircuts.
Like cooking, right. Like, I'm cooking, you know what I'm saying? I'm paying for niggas' haircuts.
Chicken Alfredo. You know how Mexican girls.
She's talking about back
Alfredo.
Mexican girls. Yeah. First of all, I cook more than Alfredo. I'm playing with that girl.
My sister cook hot dogs, Franks. You know what I mean?
Salmon, steak, pork chops. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in a position where I'm coming out the gate. I'm cooking. I'm doing your laundry. I'm giving you money. I'm supporting your dreams. I'm promoting you. You know what I'm saying? I'm being your advisor, your educator, your counselor. I'm getting everything to you, and I'm not getting nothing in return. And at first, I used to be like, damn, like, you know, like, this is crazy. Like, why am I not getting it in return? But that's because I gave so much in the beginning, and I never even allowed them to show me what they were working with, because I came out the gate like, all right, here you go, here.
But you know what? It be us trying to prove ourselves,
right?
Because
I'm just a natural giver.
A lot of men have their wall up, and they like, you gotta prove to me if you want me to be faithful.
And you want the girl, you want to be the girl like, I'll make you bring them walls down.
Yeah, I'll make you be
I love
faithful.
you.
Y'all be
I'll
trying to
make
prove
you.
something.
We've been trying
Right.
to prove something because a lot of men, like I said, a lot of men are not faithful. So they really gotta love a woman to be faithful. So here we go, try to prove ourselves. Oh, I'm gonna prove to him that I'm the one. I'm faithful and I'm who she should. But it should be both ways.
It should be reciprocal.
It should definitely be both ways because he should be proving to you that he the one. And
It
he
really
can handle
took
you.
for me last year to learn that in a relationship, if a relationship is going to be healthy, it has to be evenly yoked. And you can't give more than the person is giving you. If they're giving you rocks, you give back rocks.
Wait a minute though. Do you believe every relationship is evenly yoked? Is there one person that loves that person just a little bit more, or likes that person just
It's
a little
always
bit
going
more?
to be that way.
It's always that way.
I want Rowland to answer that question.
It's always going to be that way. It's a give and it's a push and pull.
Right.
I'm gonna give all my love to you as much as I can, but at the same time, you're gonna slowly start to give me some love too. And the things I may need, you know what I'm saying, the love you may give, I may need, like, dang, I needed that. Like, man, I need those words of affirmation. Man, I needed that hug. Man, I needed this, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We can give me that, I give you this. That's just how it works.
I feel like us as human beings, we enjoy a push and
chase.
pull. We enjoy chase.
We
Women
enjoy
enjoy
the
it,
chase.
men enjoy it. I think
Facts.
there's a point where a chase can be unhealthy.
Yes.
And that's where it's like So, like, for example, giving a compliment, you know, like, your hair looks nice. I'm not going to say your hair looks nice every day. I'm not doing that.
Because you
know
want
what
to
I mean?
appreciate it.
Because the day that I do say it, I want you to feel it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think you will now strive for another day like that. You know what I mean? Just like I will strive
That's
for
not.
another
But do
day.
you think that's kind of playing games though?
That's not playing games. You know what I mean? That's not
Or
playing
is
games.
that's not giving your all? What is
That's-
it? What do you
that's
call
not.
it?
Because
What
I
do you call
said
it?
that
not a
too. I said if you
vocabulary
got to
word
go
for
into a
that.
relationship, I said if you got to go into a relationship and you're giving just a little bit throughout the entire relationship, how are you going to say if this doesn't work out that you put your best foot forward? Because technically you didn't.
Because men, we guard our hearts like you should guard your. I hate to say it like that, but that's just what it is. We guard
And
our hearts
that's
that
why
way.
I made that point. Y'all
You know what I'm
guard
saying?
y'all heart so much till we try to
But
prove
no,
to y'all
it's
and break
not,
y'all down.
It's no. It's not that. It's just that we want our hearts are so guarded. It doesn't go out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Once we give our heart to you, we give our heart to you. Now, if you break it, then that's when you gonna get, you know what I'm saying, us acting crazy and us doing breaking of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a
Losing
different
our
side of
mind.
us.
That's a whole different
Yeah.
side of us that we don't want nobody to see.
Word.
So
Okay.
yeah.
That's facts though. All right. I agree. Because I could definitely say like in my past, I've got a different version of people when they feel like I wasn't 100% who they thought I was. But it was always a reaction to an action. So you can't give me your full heart, but also do me dirty. And then now you're mad at me because I'm doing something that that you did to me.
But you know
Because
what I
you
don't like?
you opened up your heart to me, and then while you open up your heart, you threw a rock at me. And now I'm throwing the rock back, and now you're mad, or now you're upset, or now you're guarded, or now you acting crazy, but you opened that door.
But that's a person that don't know how to love though.
All right, but I got another question.
I've been wilding.
So look, y'all. So boom. This question gonna get a little spicy. Are y'all ready?
Yeah,
All right, so
let's
look,
get spicy.
the question is, what is y'all opinions of your partner having your password to your social
Ooh,
media?
I was about to ask that.
Absolutely not. Immediately no.
Why?
Because you're gonna
Hell
get upset
no.
about some shit that you shouldn't
Or
get
your
upset
phone.
about. Like, okay, first of all, I believe I don't want to see that shit. Okay, because you gonna laugh, you gonna put too many laughing faces, and that third laughing face gonna get you knocked out. Because why you laughing so hard? What's funny? She's not a comedian.
I think to save someone's feelings, that you have to have some level of privacy.
There you go.
there's always gonna be something that looks like something that
as
is
a
not.
human being that loves somebody so much, the simplest things that means nothing might affect you.
What's an example of that?
Like she said, you
Too many
sent too many
laughing.
laughing emojis. What the fuck is so funny?
Yeah. Why
And
you
she's
like
just like,
that message?
And she's just like,
'Cause
well,
I'm
I
that
wasn't
nigga.
even thinking about that. I was just laughing. I didn't even know how many I put. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at some point, I share my life with you. I share my bed with you. I share my thoughts with you. We probably share finances. We share a lot of stuff. can I have something to myself?
Right.
Can
But
I have
is
some
it or
type
is
of
it not true
no?
that
Can
the
I have
biggest
some?
secrets of like cheating or whatever? All right, so boom. So what if somebody has like a thought that you might be messing around or something like that? Is it okay at that point for them to be like, okay, well, let me see your phone?
I guess it depends on the relationship. Me personally, I don't feel like it's gonna come to you.
Right. It always does.
If you go looking for something in somebody's phone, you're gonna find it. I feel
Okay,
like
so everybody in this room that has done something in your past, I mean, did it come to the light? Like, I'm talking about when you were a kid.
No.
Now we're in a relationship.
eventually,
Did did your parents catch you on everything you did?
no, but eventually
what
something
we
came
talking
to
about?
light.
Something came to light.
You can,
You know what I mean?
If you continue to cheat, it will come to light.
Right.
Let me tell you. Let me give y'all a story. Story time.
Story time.
Story time.
I wish I had sound effects. Let me see. Nah, I ain't got sound effects.
You ain't got no sign.
Never mind. All right.
Stop touching stuff.
Back to the episode.
So I decided to not go through phones, right? I'm not going, and this is my last relationship. I'm not going to go through phones. Whatever, it's whatever. I'm just going to trust. I'm not going to go through no phones. If I feel some type of way, I'm going to communicate, and whatever he says, I have no choice but to trust it unless I see it with my own eyes. So I'm thinking I'm in this good relationship, this cool relationship. I had some doubts, but I'm like, I ain't got no proof, and I'm not going through his phone. Do you know, one day, I'm at home just chilling. I get an attachment of 20 pictures and videos. It's 20 pictures and videos mixed together, like an iCloud. You know how you send multiple things? It comes like an iCloud thing. And it's from my boyfriend. And I'm looking, and it's him on a date with this girl. It's him taking pictures with this girl. He was with another woman, and she was about to fly back out. She asked for the pictures, and he made a mistake and sent it to me. Because, mind you, I had just texted him. So my name was right there. He made a mistake and clicked my name as the button instead of hers. And I got every last thing.
Damn,
it came
dog,
to
you
me.
fucking up bad.
It came to me.
bugging.
It came,
You
and
bugging
immediately,
hard.
it was immediately, no, it's over. Cause y'all on dates, you done flew her out, and
Right.
y'all in the bed,
Flying
and
a
y'all
bitch out
taking
is
pictures.
crazy. You flying a bitch out, that's your bitch. I'm not your bitch. That's your bitch.
Okay, and then it was over after that, and the crazy part is, me and him are still good friends to this day. We are
Hey, remember
very.
that time you asked me
y'all
to send me
laugh
the
about
picture
that?
Yeah, we
of the bitch you was
laugh
with?
about this shit. We don't mess around. But we laugh about this shit to this day because he's grown up as a man to say, like,
So
I
that-
am such an idiot for that.
Cool.
We just laugh about it. But what I'm saying that to say, it's gonna come to you, sis.
I don't believe that.
Sooner or later. it's
Everything
gonna
I
come
have
to you.
ever figured out, I didn't have to go looking for it. The signs were there.
I feel like people do get comfortable with cheating, so then things come out. But I
Yeah.
don't think everything comes out.
Everything
You know what I mean?
Okay, facts.
But I do want to ask
I
something
feel like
to
if
what
God wanted you to see it,
to
he
what
gonna let
she
you
said.
see it.
I want to ask something to what you said.
Go ahead.
Do you think it's okay to be friends with an ex while in a
Ooh.
relationship?
Yes.
That's a tricky situation.
You have to,
I
but
feel
you
like-
have to be friends.
I feel
Just
like-
that.
I feel like you.
Yeah.
I feel like your partner has to be very trustworthy.
Yeah.
Of you, and your relationship has to be
Yeah.
very solid. Like, y'all can't have cheating problems. Y'all can't have infidelity or trust problems. Because if y'all do, that's a dub. But if y'all got a real solid foundation and y'all trust each other, it's nothing wrong with that. Some exes really become family. Like, this is a person who I experienced life with at one point, and no, we have no interest of ever fucking with each other again. But we're just cool.
This
And
is
How
how
is
I
that
see it.
solidified though?
you
how
can
do you
come
solidify
around.
that?
You can come around, my girl. We can.
That don't mean nothing. Listen,
you
let
have
me.
to
That don't mean a damn thing.
You
Go
good,
ahead.
but I was just gonna say you have to create a space for me to be comfortable
No.
in that.
No,
None of
I'm
my
not- I'm
exes
not
will
letting
ever
you-
be my friend.
hell
Fuck
no.
all of you.
Listen, let
you
me tell you
niggas
something.
can
That's
definitely
not
run
true.
in
Let me
traffic.
give y'all
Fuck outta
an
here.
example. My girlfriend.
I'm trying to give y'all
listen,
hope.
Listen,
Damn.
let me give y'all an example. It's not always like that. I trust my girlfriend wholeheartedly. You know Mika. Stop playing.
And I trust her. Know what I mean? Like,
Hey.
I trust her with my heart, and I don't know her.
Exactly. And she has a ex. They was exes in college though. Mika's
I know
30
Mika.
now.
Let me just, fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was exes in college. She's 30 now, but the ex is like literally a family member. She knows all her
Let me
family, her
break
friends,
something
and
down
I'm
for you.
cool with it. You can
You
tell
know what
there's nothing
listen,
going on.
let me make something practical. All right. if you was on your knees for this man and he had his hand on your bun, you know what I mean, and now y'all are kikiing in each other's face and we're in a relationship and now I gotta act cool with this shit.
That looks funny.
Fuck out of here. You know what I
That's
mean?
just you and your
You could call it what you want.
Okay,
you know what I
I'm
mean?
calling it.
You could call it that. You know what I mean? But respectfully,
because it could literally be nothing at all. I know you've had a friend before, or a girlfriend or an ex that you are literally just cool with now.
I don't know.
I'm not
I
getting
don't,
jiggy with that.
I don't
If
have,
my
to be honest, no, I've never had a guy friend who hasn't tried me. I've never had a guy friend
But I'm
or
me,
an ex
but
who wants
a
to be
girl,
my friend.
a nigga that you've actually indulged in.
They're still in
I
love with
mean,
me.
yeah, no. A nigga you've indulged in, and you're friends with this person. I mean, or an ex, a whole
That's what I'm
relationship.
saying. It's not possible. They're
So
all still
say
in love
if
with
you
me.
was friends with you were broken up with that ex for like 10 years and you've been best friends with that ex for 10 years. You meet your girlfriend and all of a sudden your friend of 10 years has to go away.
Well, no, that's different because y'all
Out
already
of respect for my girl, I
Y'all
will
established
fall back
that
from
friendship
person.
already. Y'all established that friendship already. Now this person is coming in after the fact. And now, if in the beginning of the relationship,
That's selfish. That's like me telling Mika like she has that long. That's an example. They've been friends for like 10 plus, 11 plus, 12 plus years. So she meets me and I have to be like, oh, you have to be mean. You have to not talk to her. Then she's feeling some type of way. Like every time I call, you don't answer. You're not here for any of You're not here for any of my occasions. You don't talk to me. I completely am not in your world, and we're literally best friends for 12 plus years because you're in a relationship. That's not fair.
And I completely understand that. So boom, I think with being friends with an ex, you have to understand that every partner you get with is going to have a different outlook on you being friends with that ex.
Absolutely.
So this may or may not be a determining factor on whether or not you can
I
still
think
be.
it depends on how long y'all been friends. I feel like I was comfortable because she was friends for that girl for years and years and years, family and top of, and I was so comfortable around her. But I think if you just broke up with your ex a year ago, absolutely not.
yeah, it depends on the time span y'all been friends. It depends on your partner. It depends on how trustworthy you are. It depends.
Like, if I'm really
on
being
now.
honest, if y'all fuck, y'all should not be friends.
from
no more.
kindergarten.
Why was you fucking in kindergarten?
Damn, you giving out shit.
What are we talking about right now?
right.
You should not have been doing that in the sandbox.
All right, my ex
Your
from high
recess
school,
was crazy.
Listen. And I
Yes,
also feel like,
my nigga,
okay, so it depends on your partner. It depends on how long they've been friends. It depends on how trustworthy you are as a person, your partner is as a person. But at the same time, like, it depends on your experiences. I cannot say that if I hit up any of my exes on some funny shit that they're going to dub me. They're not. They're not gonna dub me. They're gonna be with whatever.
You
I
know
am.
what?
Always
You-
gonna
you know-
try
you know
to
what
shoot
it
that
is?
shot.
You
So
know
I'm a
what it
nigga. I
is?
know what niggas thinking about.
It's a straight thing.
Yeah, I would say that because you're talking about a female.
I'm talking about a female and a female.
Right.
No, I'm just saying.
I feel like a man and a woman. If a man didn't been in them guts, and then he try to be cool with his ex, then he might still want to ease in there, and then
nobody
the boyfriend ain't
has
gonna be
ever-
ready with that. But
Yeah.
then I feel like a woman in a woman situation is just a little bit.
Because we're
Why?
a little more emotionally intelligent when it comes to that type of
Exactly,
shit.
and
We can understand that. All
we
right,
don't
we
think
didn't
with our
work.
coochies.
So this
Y'all
is
think
this
with
is the
y'all
point
penises,
where y'all
we don't
are
think with our
emotionally
coochies.
intelligent.
Yeah.
Is this the point where y'all are emotionally
Yeah.
intelligent?
Yes.
So we don't went down the line of so many scenarios of being a baby mama. We don't went down all the lines of all these scenarios
We
that
done
y'all
made
are not.
mistakes now. Don't try
But that
us.
has to
And
do
that's a
with men,
fact.
though.
But what
When you're
about
dealing
that
with-
situation? What about this situation? A girl being gay. Now she's just emotionally
Because
intelligent enough
women
to
are
be
emotional.
faithful
Women are
and be
emotional.
friends with
You
her ex.
wouldn't understand because you don't know how a lesbian relationship is. They are more emotionally intelligent than a straight relationship. I've had both, so I can tell you the difference.
But-
I've been in a relationship with a man, and I've been in a relationship with a woman, and they are very more emotionally intelligent. They are very more
I've been in a
tune with their
relationship
emotions.
with a girl that used to be a lesbian.
Shut the fuck
You know what
up.
I mean?
Please
And
shut
I
up. Please shut
transformed
up.
Let me transform you. At least I thought I did, goddamn. But
So let me ask y'all this: where does the respect for your partner come in at when y'all interact?
yeah, like when you
Literally,
interact with
the
that
girl.
ex.
Where does-
Okay,
where
let
does
me
this
tell you.
respect for them?
Literally, the girl flies in. She comes to spend the night at my girl house. Well, my girl lives with me now, but before she had her own crib and I had our own crib. She flies. She spends the night. I've spent the night with them. I've been on FaceTime with her for hours while she's in the other room
I wonder what
sleep.
that was like.
I completely she's never tried her. I completely trust her.
ass.
I mean,
All right, so listen. So what about okay?
I
Because
feel
then
like a
this,
kid relationship is different than an adult relationship.
this makes me think about okay. So when it comes to baby mother, baby father, like, so how
that's
does a
different.
person?
That's a baby involved.
So what makes it so different?
Because it's a baby involved.
That's
What
a child.
makes the
Baby
baby
was-
But
different?
if y'all are not together, okay. So let's say
If your friend,
that
so
You
the,
had a baby.
your friendship.
A baby. Let's keep it
Listen.
real. A baby makes you way more attached to a person.
Listen,
than just a
you
regular
know what a
egg.
baby does? Like a baby ties two people that have to deal with each other. Now, I mean, it's not that it makes me feel like I should be with you. It makes
said
me
that.
feel like I have to talk to you.
I'm not-
Know what I mean,
all
no,
right.
our friendship is the same thing as that baby. Our friendship makes me feel like I have to talk to you. So what is the difference?
That's not true. I have to talk to you for the rest of my life because of the baby. Fuck friendships don't always talk
so
to
what
each other.
you're saying-
I don't think those are two different things. I don't
Yeah.
have to honor this friendship. If I
Word.
choose one day, I don't want to, but I always have to honor you as the motherfucking baby daddy of my child. That is two different things. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I feel like in the healthy, because I ain't gonna say in the toxic one, because in the toxic one that shit goes out the window.
Of
But I'm gonna
course.
say
In a healthy relationship.
in a healthy, co-parent relationship, you feel like I'm obligated to talk to this person no matter what, right? So how do you set those boundaries? And you make your partner feel comfortable just as much as you would make your partner feel comfortable in a friendship with an ex.
You
Because
talking about with a
technically they're still an
co-parent?
ex, yes. Because you can play the okay, well it's for the good of my child, but I don't know about everybody else. My baby father,
I'll give you an example. I can give
he'll
you
try me.
I can give it-
It's the rose person. I tried it. He would try it.
I can give you a good example because me and the father of my child co-parent very well. He's very active in both of my kids' lives, and we're very, very good friends. And I can say at first, my partner did not understand it. I wanted to say she didn't agree with it. She did not understand it because we are so used to us beefing with our baby daddies. So
Right.
If
I
we
feel like
see-
that's became the
if we see-
culture.
that's become the norm. So if we see anything opposite of that,
It's like, oh no,
Y'all
y'all
are
fucking. Y'all are fucking. Yes. Yes.
y'all are doing something that is not
I
right.
can't get G with that one. I can't
Y'all
do
are a little bit too cool.
let me.
I'm gonna say that's
So
women's
because-
perspective and that's men's perspective.
Yeah, that's both. So because me and him are so cool, I wouldn't say that she didn't agree with it, but she didn't understand it because she has family members that has baby daddies, and she's so used to that norm of baby daddies, baby mamas beefing. So to see us so cool, it seems out of the ordinary. But she's now understands that it's nothing wrong with them having a friendship. Cause just because we exes and baby daddies, I mean we gotta hate each other. We can
you
even
don't.
talk. We can say, "Hey, what's up? What it do? What you doing today? What's the?" I feel like the balance is. I feel like your partner just have to really trust you for one,
Right.
which it may take some time. I don't want y'all to think that just because you have a trustworthy, it may take some time. It took my partner some time to understand the situation, to understand us being so cool. Because they feel it's a lot of partners that think you should only talk about your kids and that's it.
Okay. All right.
I
so-
don't feel like you should only talk about your kids and
Let me-
that's it. If you're friends, you're friends. Just don't talk about nothing that's inappropriate.
That's a fact. I like that. I like that point.
Hey man, this part of the episode is brought to you by Burnout Challenge Fitness. Hey man, if you got any type of body goal, if you're trying to get a bigger booty, a literal booty, and you ain't got no gym equipment, you got gym equipment, you want to get your arms bigger, your chest bigger, you don't know what workouts to do, download Burnout Challenge Fitness. It is on the App Store, all right?
We're back. What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say.
My sister.
So you know how you got those men that be like, a woman's supposed to cook. A woman's supposed to do laundry. So if a woman is supposed to do, if she's supposed to cook and do laundry, are you supposed to pay all the bills? So if a woman is splitting bills with you, does that mean that y'all split household responsibilities?
Yes.
Respect. Wait, she was asking the fellas. Okay, let's just.
sorry.
That was
clarify.
quick.
Listen,
Hell
listen.
yes.
All right, so listen.
I'm talking about that goes to the children too, helping with homework, drop offs, and pickups too.
Yes.
So this is
I'm
my
doing
thing.
the same thing as you.
Word. So this is my thing. I don't technically feel like because my woman is cooking and cleaning, I don't cook or clean. You know what I mean,
Exactly. Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
there's primary jobs. You know what I mean, like, okay, you know that you're cleaning. Let me put my phone away. But you're cleaning, you know what I mean, while I'm at work and I'm busting my ass or whatever, or you're taking care of the kids. But that does not mean I don't take care of the kids and I don't clean. You know what I mean? If we're going 50-50, you're damn right I need to be cooking and cleaning. You got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
But I'm so glad you say that because a lot of men feel like because a woman is woman, that is her job to cook and clean and take care of the kids.
But I feel like I feel like society has minimize what that responsibility is. Yes. That is not a small responsibility to say that I want you to take care of the house.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
But
you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. At any job that any of us have ever had, there's supervisors, there's managers, and there's employees, right? And the reason why there's so many different positions is because we're all trying to get the same job done. But in order to get that job done, we all need to play our part. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with you playing your part and I'm playing my part. I'm playing my part as far as outside and you're playing your part as far as inside.
Do you think one person plays more of the other? Like, okay, yes, I pay some bills, but he pays most. I pay some bills, but he pays most.
I mean, that's a possibility.
I pay some bills, he pays most. I do most of the in-house work. He does some.
I feel like
that's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
No. No, it is 50-50. You just
50-50.
Wait, hold on. You just said he pays most bills. Yeah. You pay some.
I mean,
you do most cleaning and he does some. That is 50-50. How isn't it?
50-50. It's 50-50. We're doing the same exact thing. It's not some.
50-50 is not doing the same exact thing.
So the way you explained it,
it's not some and
the
most.
way you just explained it was, okay, he got the red cup, I got the pink phone. But on this end, I got the pink phone and he got the red cup. Y'all still got the same amount of shit.
That's 50-50. Y'all got the same amount.
No. Can y'all say something is 50-50?
Y'all are both doing
How can
partial.
y'all say something is 50-50 when I'm saying most?
Cause so let me see if we understand you correctly. So you're saying I pay less of the bills, but I do most of the housework. He pays most of the bills, but he does less of the housework.
Oh, I get what you're saying. It's just different things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On different sides.
Okay, so I have a question. So what if he can't cook and he don't know how to do laundry? Then how does he accommodate?
He gonna have to learn today.
Yeah, nigga better learn.
I'm gonna teach you.
You would have to teach.
He gonna have to learn. I really am not old when it comes to women slaving in the kitchen all day, cooking and cleaning. I am not that old school. I do believe in old school love, but I do not believe in that aspect because we as women are working just as hard as men now. I believe in old school love as far as like a man should court a woman. We should go on dates. It should be we date for a while.
Will you
we get
pay for
married
some of
before
those
we have
dates?
a baby. That old school love. But I feel like as far as like women are working just as hard as men now. It's not the same because back in the day, women were not working at all. They were staying in the house.
So if a man walked up to you or your lady walked up to you and said, "Look, I don't want you to work no more." You know what I mean?
I'm cooking and cleaning.
I want you to stay at home.
I'm cooking and cleaning.
You don't apply for no job. Delete your resume.
Okay.
Matter of fact, send it to me. I'll delete it for you.
I guess it depends on what type of woman you are because some women would not okay with just sitting there.
I can't.
Just
I don't have the capability. Like I don't.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Don't do nothing with your life.
Okay, I see what you're saying, but it's like you don't gotta handle the bills no more.
Word, like don't worry about the bills. Like I still want you to be great on the side. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, like your primary duty to our family is, baby, just make sure that the kids have their medication. And
Medication already on the way.
The kids make it to school on time.
Tyreek, though, this is the thing. Like,
but
you said, taking care of a child, cooking and cleaning, that is a whole job, and that's going to take away from whatever entrepreneurship or business that I want to try
so
to
pursue. Do you not feel like a man working a full-time job and protecting you to make sure nobody runs in the house with a bat to bang you upside your head is a full-time job as well?
That is a full-time job, but you just told me that I can have a life too. That doesn't mean don't do nothing with my life. But do you know being a full-time mom,
that's a
cooking,
lot.
cleaning.
First of all, the kids is at school from like fucking 7:30 in the morning to like 4.
That's if your kids are that old.
After school 7.
That's if your kids are that old.
We grew up in a house where our dad did laundry. He dropped us off at school.
And I love that. I feel like no one. I feel like every. There
so I got that expectation for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it should be.
Mama was living good, and he created and he helped her create a business, a daycare at the crib.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
like,
all possible.
Yeah, and that's what type of type of thing that it's kind of different for me because, like I said, I can't really relate to y'all because I'm in a lesbian relationship, but because she's a stud, I expect her to play the man side of the relationship, and because she's playing the man side of the relationship, I expect her to provide more. But it's kind of weird. I think we kind of argue about this because it's like, who does more, who does less, and we finally came to a conclusion that you the manly one, I'm the feminine one, right? So you do the
you bend over and I don't.
You do the bending, I do the breaking.
Like, I do the wearing the belt and you don't. You know who
so
draws his
pack.
pack.
So we had to come to the conclusion, but I think we've come into a problem because I'm not a cooking, cleaning 24/7 type
and
of
I
girl.
feel like, okay, so here it go. So you got to set that standard in the beginning because I wasn't always a cooking, cleaning type of bitch, okay? Like, with my son,
my
not
sister
saying,
meant to
not
call
saying that I
herself as a
won't do it
woman,
at all.
you know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
saying that I
She
cook
said
and I
what she
clean.
said.
I cook and
kill a
I,
nigga
and
if
I'm
you
not
call
saying
my
that.
sister
I
that.
don't want y'all to think that I cook and I clean. I just didn't like how that was my dedicated job day in and day out. I'm not that type of girl. I'm not that old school grandma that all you see her doing is slaving in the kitchen, cooking, folding clothes,
right?
going to grocery
Sometimes
store.
send me $20. We eating pizza tonight. Fuck you talking about?
Why are you devaluing that part of a relationship? Excuse me.
What do you mean devaluing?
Who said it was valuing it?
You make it seem like it's just, oh man, I'm slaving. I'm doing this.
It's not an easy
I'm
task.
doing that. Life is not easy. You know what I'm saying?
And neither is cleaning and dealing with kids.
But that's a part of it.
So
That is
what?
a part of
So
it.
my question to the ladies
I
is,
just
what
don't
battle
want-
do you rather have?
Yeah.
Working a job and splitting these bills 50-50, and if a nigga run up in this house, you help me beat his ass, or you
I'm
cook
trying
and
to
you
see
clean
which-
and make sure my kids is good. Which one do y'all
I'm
rather?
trying to see which one I prefer because I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I hate working and paying bills, and sometimes I hate cooking and cleaning and folding. So,
But you
it's-
like to eat.
But I feel like this the
I'm
thing.
trying to see which one would I like the most, either staying in the house and being at home or
You know you
working.
like to eat.
I really shut the hell up.
Nigga say you like to eat.
You're dealing with a
I
battle.
don't know which one I would like.
I would
dealing
like
with
to be
a
a
battle.
stay-at-home mom because one thing
I
about
know
me,
y'all would.
I'm really good at my time management. Like with my particular job, like we got like a 20 ticket. I do.
But you don't have
quality
nothing
endless.
of your own if you're a stay-at-home.
That's not
mom.
true.
Unless
That's not true. You can
unless
make
you
it-
do a business yourself or
Yeah.
entrepreneurship yourself.
You gotta think
but
about
that
it.
takes a lot of grind and time and sleepless hours. How do you balance that and taking care of the home?
I'm not gonna lie. I just had like 3
You're
different
not
jobs.
doing it. You grinding, but you telling me to take care of the home. You're not doing both. So why you expect me to do both?
First of all, as far as meals, you can meal prep.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's ways that you can
And
really
you can
finesse
too.
that. There's
No,
ways that
you're
you
my
can finesse
wife.
that.
I'm taking
You're my
care of-
husband.
Exactly. That's why I'm going to work and I'm bringing home the bacon.
But
You know
I'm
what I
bringing
mean?
home bacon too. I'm I got my own business.
Okay.
That,
Okay.
But you
Okay,
saying
that
I'm
makes me
not
think about
paying
something.
bills.
Okay,
though.
so in that, no, okay.
You're not paying nothing. Like, cause I feel like in a lot of
making-
marriages, that be the problem. The woman will be the stay-at-home mom and the man will be the worker. But she feel like, damn, all he do is work and come home. That's it. I gotta cook, clean, do laundry. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make him feel good on top of grocery shop, all that other stuff.
I think there's going to be a bitterness between both ends, and that's why I
always, cause
think-
he's gonna feel
and
like all he
that's-
do is work and come home.
And that's why I think women and men should work, and y'all both should do the dishes and wash and clean the. It should be a partnership and 50-50 between everything. We both paying this, we both cleaning this, we both folding this, we both taking care of the kids. Because if one person has this role, the other person has this role.
Somebody's gonna
be
feel some
upset
type of
about
way.
something. There's gonna be a bitterness in between. She's mad because literally I'm doing is slaving and cooking and this and this, and I'm tired of this. And he's like, well, bitch, I'm slaving and working and this and this. You gotta do that. And she's
Working
like,
on a
and
fucking-
I literally
so
saw a
who's-
TikTok where the girl just said that. She was like her dude called her ungrateful. And she said, ungrateful? I'm packing lunches, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, and I got a whole
All I'm
entrepreneurship.
saying is,
Hold on,
so it's
hold on.
going-
One mic.
so-
One mic.
go ahead.
I want to hear what Rowland got to say.
So what's going to happen when it's your turn to wake up out in the middle of the night and go see who at the door?
Why would I be doing
Because
that?
it's 50-50.
Why would I be doing that? As a man, why would you not want to really protect your household?
I went the other day. It's your turn.
Nah.
Realistic, though.
That's not even a real man. A real man will never want to send his wife to the door to go check who's at the door. If you're a real man, you're not gonna put your wife in a position to get. Because guess what?
But I'm talking about 50-50s.
Because guess what?
That's being real. But let's be realistic.
No, answer the question though.
Oh, I am. That's being realistic. That's like saying, as the wife, I'm gonna cook the things. I'm gonna have my husband cook the Thanksgiving dinner. I'm gonna do that.
No, but you just said men and women should both cook though.
They should. We're cooking in the house every day. But when it comes to that Thanksgiving
I'm cooking
dinner,
Christmas.
it's gonna be me. When it comes to somebody trying to harm me,
oh, so you get to cook on the holiday. You have to cook on the holidays, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Because
so throughout the week, we both have to cook on the holidays.
Let's flip that shit. Let's flip that shit. Why? Okay, because you went to work. And I cooked at the house, and you're too tired, and yesterday you would have wanted to go to the door. So you're going to put me in a position. Because the thing about it is, okay, let's say somebody comes to the door. You put me in a position where I got to go to the door. They do something to me. Guess what? Now all the responsibility is on you. Now you have to cook, clean, work, take care of the kids.
And not only that,
But even vice versa, it would play the same way. So boom, if he goes to the door, something happens to him, everything is on you.
But a man's physique is way stronger than a woman. That's natural.
A bullet does powers.
Facts.
I mean, like, there's not too much a bullet, like,
but sometimes, okay, and also women are more emotional. So women will feel like, oh God, it won't panic. Well, a man will think on his feet faster than a woman will.
But the premise, go ahead.
But what if I were to take all of that away from you? Say, for instance, I had enough money. I could cater everything. I had people folding clothes, cooking, whatever. I took all of that away, and then I still had a job. What are you to do?
So now I need to be your emotional support. I need to make sure that the people that you're hiring are doing what they're supposed to do around the house. I need to be the manager of our entire lives at this point, because when you're at work doing you can't manage these people to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. So now I become your manager, your analyst.
So you really want to be like a COO of a house.
But let me tell you something. It's depending
That's what you are.
Let me tell you something.
Instead of help operating said
house. Let me tell you
house.
something. It's depending on what type of man you choose. Ladies, choose your man wisely on what you like, because you got some man who's going to make you pay 50-50, and there's some man, I listened to this TikTok the other day. Let me tell y'all, it was so crazy.
Love it.
That is too addictive.
I like TikTok.
This guy said, I'm rich. I'm completely rich, and I don't want my woman touching anything. I don't want her having to slave, cooking dinner and clothes. Because when I come home, I don't want to have her attitude. I want her to be in a good mood, ready to fuck me.
I want that motherfucker to be hot and ready, little Caesars.
I want her in a good mood. I don't want her agitated because she been folding clothes all day. She been cooking all day. I want her to be in the best mood. He said, I'm going to pay for those things. I don't feel like my woman, just because she's a woman, is entitled to do labor.
So my question is, what is a woman required to do though? A man is required to do.
It depends on your man.
It depends on your man, because some men
no,
only
in
y'all
head, I get that. In your head, what is a woman? So if it's not labor, if it's not going out protecting the family, if it's not financially,
I can't answer that.
I mean,
like I said, it's
why can't you answer that?
Because it's depending on your
because,
man.
okay, so here it go right here.
Some men who will make you pay 50-50, and then some man who wants you to be a pretty princess and just fuck him and be his peace. He got commotion all every day. He just wants you to be his peace. He don't care about you folding no clothes. He rich.
So that's the thing to do though. So that's you answering that question.
He don't care about you folding no clothes. He don't care about you cooking. He wants you to be his peace. He wants you to fuck him. He wants you to be his trophy.
Massage his what?
Take care of his kids.
Back.
Be a good mother to his kids. Because you dating a rich nigga. But you dating a broke nigga, he require you to what? Pay 50-50. It depends on what type of nigga you got.
So you think broke niggas require 50-50?
No. You can.
Some of the niggas require 100.
Baby, let's talk about it.
You can have all of that. You really can't have all of that and not be rich. You have to settle for whatever that man brings to the table at that time. Can you settle for that? Can you be like, okay, so
I would feel like that you're sacrificing your time with him.
He makes $75,000 a year, and he doesn't want you to work for nothing. There's apps for everything. He can do everything, but you just sit at home. You may not be rich, but you don't have to do nothing. Would you be happy with that?
Would I be happy with me not being rich? Being at home doing nothing while he's never home?
No. While he could be home, like I say, he's 9 to 5, but he makes just enough money just so he can pay for everything. But you don't have to do nothing, but you're not rich. You can't live like that. You just have to
To me, you said no.
No, you're putting
realistic.
full control in this man's hands. The minute this man feels like smacking the shit out you, guess what he gonna do? Smack the shit out you. You're not going nowhere because you have no money.
Mimi,
you have no resources.
Mimi, I'm now confused because you just said you would rather be a housewife. So like, what's the difference now?
He said, "Are you okay with you at home doing nothing?" I'm not an at home doing nothing type of bitch. Like I can't do that. I just had 3 different jobs. I'm a woman, grown woman.
Keep saying that, bro.
I'm okay. I'm okay with, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm hustling because I can't sit around and just not have my own finances and resources. He's saying he is rich as hell, but you're broke. You have nothing but what this man has. Absolutely the fuck not.
No, I'm not even saying you're rich. Like I said, it's like $75,000 a year. Are you willing to live a certain lifestyle where you don't have to do nothing, but you're not rich?
No. I can't. I'm too much of a hustler. I got to go out here and get. I still got aspiration and dreams. I got to go out here and get it. Soon as my son is in school, guess what I'm doing? I'm out here aspiring and dreaming.
So why can't you put that same hustle in your relationship and in your household work?
Because he doesn't require it. So if he's not requiring it, what am I doing it for?
I'm just saying that
He's getting a maid and he's getting a cook and he's rich enough for that. And he says, "Baby, you don't have to worry about that. I have a maid. I have a cook."
But you're not driving
This
the
is not
Benz,
something-
you're driving the Kia.
But do
You're
y'all
not
understand?
saying-
Hold on.
My little kids had auditioned.
You know what I'm saying?
I think what he's saying is, are you okay with would you want to work to make y'all rich or stay at home at that minimum $75,000
There you
and
go.
you're only
Okay.
driving
There
a
you
Kia?
go.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what
I'm
he's
just
saying.
saying.
But if my
Okay.
man's,
Shout out
if
to
my
Kia
man's,
Optima.
if my man's is
Hold
always
on,
driving,
I got a Kia Optima.
I
I
used
got a
to drive-
Toyota,
I used
baby.
to
This is the
drive
most
one.
basic car.
Hey,
A Toyota, it gets no more basic than that.
One of my cars is a Honda,
Double
and I
510.
love that
Okay.
car.
Double
I
510.
love that car.
But I feel that though, because I get what you're saying. You're like, are you willing to live on a basic level?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I personally, to me at least, Garrett, cannot. I don't have it in me to sit around and be basic still. To like it don't matter what I do. What I have to hustle because that's just within me. That's just who I am. Now there are some women who are okay with living a regular life and all their bills are paid. All they're doing is just getting up and buying their Starbucks in the morning, and they're after their Starbucks they go for their morning run. They walk the dog and then they go back home and they
I see
chill.
it every day. I promise you, I
That's
see it
not
every
for
day.
me.
On
I'm
the
too
way
much
to
of a
work.
hustler. I
I
feel
see
like
these white people
I
in
feel
these
like-
nice neighborhoods doing the same thing.
But it's I feel like me personally, I could love my husband to death. But I'm keeping something on the back burner
Exactly,
in case he
every
leave me
time.
and I don't have nothing.
Something
every
as
time.
in what? Another man?
Money.
No money. You gonna
I'm-
give me
I'm either-
75,000,
He's
but I'm
gonna,
gonna
he's
keep-
rich. He's rich. He's gonna either be giving me
Ladies?
money or I'm gonna have a business.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a stash
Something.
somewhere
Can I
because if
say
he
this?
decides today to wake up and say, "Hey, I don't want you anymore," I am not going to be left with nothing.
Let me say this.
Exactly.
So, and I only say this because I have so many sisters. I mean, and on the behalf of you, you
Good.
would be slow. I mean, if you would not have something for yourself.
Facts.
I mean, I see a lot of women trapped in their situation because their lifestyle revolves
And you
around
get
the
so
man.
man.
But you gotta think of
mean,
it. It's so easy to get trapped because it's
it's
so
very easy.
comfortable. I've been working hard all my life since I was 15. So imagine me getting a rich nigga where I can lay on my back. That's gonna be so easy and
But I think
comfortable for
you
me.
listen, me as a human being, fuck me and a man for a second. I believe in a possibility of a rainy day, and I plan for them rainy days. Hence, a savings. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, if
No,
you're
I'm
not,
just speaking of the women who do make a mistake.
and this is how they need to
don't
look at
save.
it. They need to look at it like in case that rainy day comes, which for most women it does. You need to be planning for that.
Yeah.
Because your
But
fallout
what
is
if you
going to
get
be
a
bad.
but listen,
You're
what
gonna
if
be
you
at
get a
your
man
mom's
who
crib.
finds your stash and he's like, I'm so offended that you think we won't work to the point where you
then
have to save
if-
all this money. Are you plotting against me? Are you
I-
planning
but hold
on
on,
leaving
with
me?
with that mindset, would you be with that same mindset? would you? Yeah.
I was about to be like, hold on, because if you smart enough to start a stash, baby, you got to be smart enough to hide it. You wildin'
So with that
out.
mindset, what would you think about a man presenting a prenup to you?
Listen, if you're going to give me a prenup,
Better
I'm going to
sign
have
it,
an escape
Lucius.
plan at the
Yeah.
same time. Because if you feel like you don't trust me enough to where you don't want to split it 50-50, I'm not going to trust you enough to just have the finances to be all yours.
Wait.
What she's trying to say is just
Wait a minute.
like we won't trust you enough to not save no rainy money on a rainy day.
Now you should definitely save your money on the side.
Okay, so the same thing with a prenup. He's saying he don't trust you on a rainy day. He even
No.
had his prenup.
It's not.
No.
Listen.
That's the. I'm sorry, but that's the way. That's the way. I don't know why I got it mixed up like that, but that's not actually the way a prenup works. The way a prenup works is me and you sit down and we're going to talk about what assets we have, and hopefully right now at a good point in our life, we're happy about everything. We can break it down. Hey, if worst come to worst, this is what I want to do. This is what you want to do. We're happy, and you do that through a mediator.
But that's a battle, though.
Yeah,
that doesn't just become a.
Let him finish.
No. It's not through when you present a prenup. It's not. It's before you get the lawyer involved. It's just strictly through a mediator. I promise you, it's strictly through a mediator. Only time you get lawyers involved is just to sign off on paperwork. It's just that's it. But after that, once I do this, you do that, we settle on this. But because at the end of it, like say for instance, if our marriage goes to hell and back, that's when the lawyers get involved. And what people don't understand is this: when lawyers get involved, they don't give a damn about your child, the other person. All they want to do is win. That's all they want to do is win. So you have to. I don't know why it just prenups got thought of like, man, he don't trust you. It's not that he don't trust you. That man has put himself in a situation where he created so much. He don't want to lose everything just on you getting mad and say, oh, I want a divorce. Now give me half of everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of
No. Do you not trust life? Do you not trust life, but you still save money?
Do you not trust life?
Do you still save money, but does that mean you don't trust life?
I don't trust life.
What are you talking about?
You are right. I save money because I don't trust life. Niggas has been through car accidents, lost documents, lost money. Like, yes, you're right. I don't trust life. That's why I save money.
You gotta prepare for the probability of the opposition of what you're experiencing.
So basically, you saying
is life.
So basically, you saying a man should not get mad if he's rich and his woman is not, and she's preparing to save. If he finds out, he should not get mad because that's the same
I would
thing
never
as a
be
breakup.
mad at my lady preparing to protect herself. You like,
but that's you. You're a very mature person. It's some men who feel like
That's why I'm an
manipulative.
influencer.
They are very manipulative and they're narcissists, and they would be like, "Oh, so you planning on leaving me? Planning on?"
But see,
because I can guarantee that there are men out there who feel like, "Oh, you want your own business? Why do you want your own business?
No,
I provide
I
everything."
had a situation where this girl, she was dating this scammer. I'm just say that, and because she was dating this scammer, she will take $20,000, but he felt like it was stealing. He said, "Like you're stealing from me."
$20,000 from him.
$20,000.
Did he know?
Then that's stealing.
What are you talking about? That bitch is a thief. I ain't gonna lie, come in, judo. Facts, baby girl. Do your thing.
She had to do what she had to do.
What? What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
If that nigga up and walked out, guess what she was gonna have? That fucking Gucci slides he bought her. That was it.
He's stealing and she's stealing. Like, that's crazy. They met for each other. Fuck out of here. That's not good.
He was making so much
you're not
money,
gonna,
but
like,
he never
normalize that.
He never like if she wanted he would give her like money to like buy things, or if she wanted to go buy things, he's going to the store with her buy things. But she decided to take stuff and put it in her own stash, and I just feel like okay,
that would be the great thing to do.
If he's not, no.
Listen,
if I'm dating a scammer and he's not financially stable, but I'm seeing him running through without,
he's a scammer.
I ain't gonna lie, facts. They're never financially stable. But if he's a scammer and he's not financially stable, and I'm seeing him coming through with thousands, baby, I'm taking some. Because when he goes down and he's fucked up, who's gonna be there?
Why do you have to take when he's gonna willingly give it to you?
That's not true.
Give it to you.
The nigga is a dumbass.
Why y'all taking period? Like, if it's not yours, if you feel like this nigga about to go down, why are you dealing with him?
Listen, I'm gonna put it away because I can be the one. I can be the one to be like, all right, let me be his backbone. Listen, babe, like I know y'all seen Power. She was putting away money. She was putting away money, and when he fell, she had
That's part
money.
of the operation, though. Like, you talking about.
She
They
didn't
should
tell
talking about
him.
stealing the money.
No.
Siphoning
She said
off of his
the money in the
accounts.
tuck. She's
I mean,
talking
but-
about the nigga said, yo, go to the mall, go buy you some handbags. You get a handbag that's much cheaper than the money he gave you. And you like, I spent it all on the
what's
handbag.
wrong with that?
That's
nigga, I'm
stealing.
That's
frugal.
thievery.
At
You
this
ever-
point, I'm
wait,
frugal,
Samir,
nigga.
Samir, nah, fuck out of here. Has your parents
My
ever,
mother's good for that.
Listen. Has your
Okay?
parents
By
ever
taking.
sent you to the store and you came back with no change and it was like, nah, you good. That never happened.
Nigga,
Like-
our parents were cheap
like,
as shit.
what?
I'm
That
talking
never
about.
happened.
Listen, we're not gonna do that with our parents, but with our man, we gonna come back plenty of times with no fucking change.
I'm gonna say
Yo,
to
come
you,
back
you're
with
not
my
getting your
fucking
change back.
Fuck out of here.
I'm gonna tell you
and
to
when
your
you come back
face.
with my change, I'm gonna be like, baby, you could keep that.
it. That's
Fuck
it.
But
That's
it's the
it.
principle.
That's it.
You don't
All right.
steal my money.
Okay, so listen,
you come
listen,
back with
listen,
no
listen.
change,
Nah.
you never go into the store
Listen,
with my money
no
ever
more.
again.
Listen. If that first
Fuck outta
time,
here.
listen, if that first time you don't let me keep the change, guess what? Every other time, ain't no change, my nigga.
Then
You
you will
showed
not
your
be going
fucking
to the store
card.
for
Only-
me.
Yo, there's only gonna be one other time, and that's gonna be that time that you steal
Steal
my
my
change.
change. That's it.
It's over. You're never going to the
Nigga,
store.
you blowing
now
money on
you sending
strippers.
out resumes.
You
Fuck is
blowing money
talking
on
about?
strippers,
Like,
and I'm not supposed to put some money away for myself.
why are you dealing with a nigga that's doing that with strippers? Like, what are we talking about? Like,
Are in Atlanta
Scammers or
though.
scammers? Let's be
What you
real. This is
mean? I don't.
ATL.
Let's talk about it.
why do you have these niggas?
First of all, I don't mind my man going to the strip club.
Thank you, G.
balling out, right?
Hey,
So
that
you
shit
don't,
is a
alright,
regular
so boom,
thing.
alright, so boom. Respectfully, because I had this conversation the other day. So you
on,
don't mind
respectfully.
like titties, just you know what I mean, just
No.
that's what happens. They be mad aggressive nowadays. Like they are aggressive to
I
get
mean,
their
as long
dollars.
as you go fuck
if-
her,
if you
like,
don't-
Coochie lips in the
Strip
face,
club
all that.
No.
Like you don't mind. That's what you just said.
No.
a dance is cool.
So-
A dance is cool.
what
Going
you
to strip club,
It's
throwing
a
someone.
dance.
A dance?
Come on now, we don't want to keep our men too restricted.
That nigga gonna do that
Pause.
shit whether we know it or not. So
I don't
how
care
about
for
you
a
do it
strip
when I
club.
know?
You don't wanna cook
The
for me,
first
so
time
I'ma
I
go
went
to
to
get
a
the
strip,
wings.
hold up. The first time I went to a strip
They
club,
be the
I
best
said the
wings.
strip club is not for me. I have a daughter, and being in there it made me feel some type
Okay,
of way. I
that's
did not.
you.
like-
That's
no.
you.
First
A
of all,
lot
I'm
of
not an
men, they
alien
wanna
though.
have-
I know a
There's
nigga
other
who
men-
has a daughter and he loves the strip
Yeah,
club.
they had a
That's
long
him.
day. They had a
Like,
long day.
there's
They
different
just wanna
kinda
go
niggas.
to the
They just
wanna
strip
see some
club,
ass.
eat some wings, and see a couple ass
Listen.
shake and go home. Like
No,
I'm not
and-
gonna be like, oh yo, you can't go see her ass
All right,
shaking.
so
and-
respect-
I want to go to
Alright,
the
so
strip. I
respectfully.
will go to the strip club with my nigga. We could throw ones on a bitch together.
Respectfully. So
Let's
what
slap
I'm,
some
but what I'm
ass
saying,
together.
so the question is,
He's trying to be
but
so
my-
mature.
No, respectfully, because if my lady lets me go to, like, she don't mind and it makes her feel like she don't feel uncomfortable, I'm with it.
Why
know
you
what I mean?
with it? You just said that you don't like
No,
going.
I'm with going with her. I
Okay.
don't care to go by myself. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like that. Like when my bros invite me to the strip club, I'm like, number one, y'all niggas ain't throwing money. Y'all niggas not flexing. We not. And then we all be in it like, yeah, this is so degrading. Like, why are we here?
Nah,
But
when I was
I
at the
love
strip
it,
club,
though.
I'm
I
like,
love
damn, the
it. I
bitch
love
got
it.
her
I
legs
love it. I
wide
love
open.
If my lady don't mind, like if she's like, I don't care, know what I mean, if you going to the strip club or whatever, then okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, we could go to the strip club, but I don't really, me personally, I don't feel no need. Know what I mean, but I just want to ask y'all, what is the boundaries for your man when he goes to the strip club?
There's no boundaries for me as long as you don't.
Do you know what they do in the back room?
Listen,
In-
let me finish.
I've
As
been
long,
to the back
as
room.
long as
I swear.
listen, I'm not finished. As long as you don't have sex with her,
Yes.
as long as you don't have sex with her, as long as you don't let her go inside of your pants and touch your raw penis, as long as you're not putting your fingers up inside of her raw vagina,
It's
we're
not
good.
raw if you got a condom on.
If you're getting no, if you're, you know what I'm trying to say.
Upper room.
What I'm trying to say is, you can get a dance, you can slap her ass, you can feel her ass,
Damn, those are the days.
she can grind on you, and that's it.
She could rub her bare coochie on you.
What do you think? Your ass and coochie, that's all in the
Yeah,
same
it's all
one,
in the same.
sweetie.
If a bitch doing
I'm
that
just
round
trying
and
to,
round,
you know.
motherfucker, that coochie
That's
lip,
in the
the
same
coochie
one.
lip going touch.
And you gotta see what type of nigga
you
you
cool
have.
with it
Some
too?
nigga,
I don't mind a nigga. I don't mind my nigga going to the strip club because first
And
of all,
doing what?
I mean, shit. If a
You
bitch
talking about
dancing,
going to get some chicken wings?
No,
That's different.
If
What can
if
your
a
nigga do at
girl-
the strip club?
If a nigga is coming to the strip club, he's not coming for just wings. He wants to see the bitches
Who
shaking
not?
ass.
Nigga, that
He
shit
wants
be
to
good.
He wants to see the bitches shaking ass. He wants to slap some ass. He wants to grab. You know what I'm saying?
speaking
Like,
of chicken, you gonna see chicken when we leave here?
Oh God, I'm trying to get some chicken wings at the strip club. What you
because
say?
the thing about it is like one thing about. First of all, most of the time that's not the nigga first time. So who am I to be like? you're in a relationship now. No strip club. Bro, that nigga's gonna do it behind your back. And I'm a firm believer in you gotta let a motherfucker do what they want to do so you can see what type of person they are.
Respectful.
You don't want to put too many restrictions because now they're trying to live a double life. You gotta hit a nigga with, all right, that's cool, do what you do, so you can see how far a nigga gonna take it. Then this is how I respect you, this is how I don't respect you.
Exactly.
That's how you could tell what type of person you're dealing with. And then you go from there. But you don't just start off with like, all right, this the boundary, this the boundary, this the boundary, this the boundary. Because it's like, damn, what the fuck am I in a dictatorship, not a relationship? Like, you have to start off with letting them do them so you can see how much they respect you. And then you go from there. You don't start off just saying, nah, you can't do this.
To me, that's definitely a fact. I mean, but if you need to have boundaries going to a relationship. You want to know why? For example, me. My last relationship, the type of stuff she was allowing me to do was outlandish. Now, I mean, so like, if the next relationship I get into, I need to ask you, what is your boundaries? Because to what I think is okay, you may not think is okay. So what I think is innocent, you may think is not innocent. So boom, I may be doing it from a clear conscience, but for you, it literally like it is a trigger to something else. Yes. Therefore, I should know your triggers is you don't want me going to the strip club. Don't let me go to the strip club to see if I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Like, cause my ex didn't mind. Like, it was a place I used to get chicken. Your ex,
nigga was throwing ones.
Listen, my nigga, your ex used to go to the strip club, used to get the dome from Rome. You know what I mean? So now I'm going to the strip club and you are assuming. You know what I mean? That's why you should talk about the boundaries. Like, what? Okay. You don't want a nigga going to see ass and titties and coochies.
Okay.
Say that.
So I see what you're saying. So you're saying say the things that are triggers, but if it's not a trigger for me, I'm not going to make it a thing. I'm not going to be like, nah, like
if it's not, it's not.
Yeah,
facts. No.
First of all, and if you make me feel,
I'm just saying, if my shorty said it was, I'm up out of there.
Yeah, you can't go. That's just facts. If you fucking with a person and they're telling you the things that don't work for you in the beginning,
strip club is like the museum for coochies and titties.
And to be honest, because you and knocking your box out. That's why.
Yeah, I mean.
And the thing about it is, you got to deal with a nigga that's like, all right, he's mature. He knows, like, all right, even though, you know, I'm in this strip club, this bitch is shaking ass, this bitch, you know, popping in and all this other stuff. I know that these bitches doing that for everybody. Nah, let me go home to my lady who ain't doing that for everybody. She only doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me go home to my lady who can't nobody see
and
that.
And that's why people, you have to find the person that is meant
for
you. If you know, like you
TikTok
like strip clubs, get a woman that likes strip clubs. If you know you like threesomes, get a woman that likes threesomes. If you know you like monogamy, get a woman that likes monogamy.
She's understanding.
Get somebody that is for you. I think the biggest misconception in relationships is we like somebody so much, they look so cute, we so in love, we vibe so much, but it's a lot of things that we don't like or agree with. You have to get somebody that agrees and likes the same thing as you like, and there's people out there for you, trust me. It's some people that like strip club. It's some girls that'll go out there and slap some ass and coochie with you. Right.
And I'ma like that shit. My girl out here is slapping booties and having a field day.
But you got some niggas that will like it for themselves, but they don't like their woman to be like that.
That don't make sense to me. How do you not like it by yourself, but you like it with her?
I like to see my lady be nasty. You know what I mean? Like, especially on another lady. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
what Drake said? I
don't have to do it myself.
No, who said that? I like girls who like girls that attract me.
Yeah, I like my lady to be nasty. Like, you know what I mean? And if she want to go there and smack a booty or two, that don't mean I'm like, hold up, let me get to 3. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not how I feel in my paradigm. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Like, you're all the way over there. Like, your headphones is over there. Like, I can't hear you. You know what I mean?
She's taking a needed break.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I actually want to ask a question about that. And this is really for
you don't like doing it yourself. You like when a woman do it.
No, my thing is, listen. For me, the strip club doesn't do nothing for me. Like, respectfully, it just doesn't. Like,
but it does something when a woman doing it.
I like to see her be nasty. Yeah, I do.
I think that's a.
There are some niggas that who like they like their girls.
I think that's a thing that every guy's like.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say that's a double standard. I'm like, yo,
no. I can
understand
why you don't like it.
Enjoy yourself.
I can understand why you don't like it, but I can understand how sexy it is seeing your woman doing something to another woman. A lot of guys like women on women action.
Facts.
Can we disagree to agree that there's double standards to some things? That's
definitely double standards.
Absolutely.
That's just the way it is.
Body count is a double standard.
I was just about to bring that up. A No, body count is the biggest double standard,
Ever.
and y'all just it is what it is.
Niggas be like, you're a hoe. You had 2 bodies. Niggas be like, damn, I had 22. I'm winning. I'm a pimp. No,
It's
you're
a
a
double
fucking
standard.
slut.
So would
Between
you want
some
to? Would you go on an inexperienced guy?
Yes.
So you would
You want a nigga that don't know
I
what
have
he
took
doing.
somebody virginity. Sorry, brother.
This is depressing.
Man, this podcast is.
I don't know how to feel. I'm gonna take a shot.
He wasn't like he wasn't no ugly dude. So it was very like shocking to know, like, dang, no, you never did it with nobody. So it didn't make me look at him different. It was just like, oh, like, okay.
But would you continuously look for guys who don't have experience?
Exactly.
I mean, it wouldn't be like a deal breaker.
No,
Because you could always you could teach a man
Okay, Tamia, since you brought
just
it
like
up.
you could teach a woman.
Tamia, since you brought it up. And Tamia, well, really, let me talk to
Tamia-
Desha, and Tamia, you can answer.
Yeah, we gotta stop capping at some point because yes, it's not a deal breaker with some dudes, especially if he look good. And
So
he's
if
a
he
virgin.
don't know what he's
But
doing,
if you get
you
a
are
guy
okay.
that don't know what he's doing, you gonna go back and tell your friends that nigga know what the fuck he doing.
And
That shit is
Are you,
But
bad.
I've
gonna,
had
are you
so
gonna
many-
be in a relationship with him?
Exactly.
Nigga that don't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? You say,
I believe
yo,
he give a second chance.
munch down
I
the
would.
box.
If-
You know what I mean?
If the second,
He does not know what he's doing. The second chance don't make no difference. A
Okay.
nigga that has experience is gonna make it up on the second chance. A nigga that ain't never did this shit is gonna be lost on the second time.
Everything
That's what
is
I'm
wild.
saying. If the first time he doesn't know what he's doing, okay, I'll give him a second chance.
Okay.
The second time he doesn't know what he's doing, I probably would never
And
give him a
this is
third.
where we're different.
That's it.
Because
That's it.
if
Men
we
enjoy
deal with
that.
a woman that doesn't know how to give the
That's because
Mozzie,
it's
know
a
how to
double
give the
standard.
3,000,
Y'all like women have less body counts and don't know what she's doing because it makes y'all feel like, oh
No.
my God.
My
she
princess,
hasn't-
whole time they'll cheat with
does
the hoe
not-
that's been
she-
through
It's-
everybody.
it's not-
That's
it's
crazy.
not that.
Wait,
It's
hold
not
on. How
that.
you been through everybody? You don't know what you're doing. That's
Know what
crazy.
I'm saying? But niggas will be like, oh yeah, I want my woman reserved, untouched, and yeah, she's inexperienced, and then will cheat. Oh, my girl, she not nasty enough, and will cheat with the nasty freak bitch from down the block.
Nah,
Yes,
no.
bitch.
You dealing
I
with the
know
wrong
from
nigga.
experience.
Dealing-
I
Yes,
mean,
that's
not
the
from
wrong-
experience.
that was
I
the
know
wrong
from
nigga.
experience, and I know from somebody. Like to this day, I know somebody right now who has a freak hoe. With the freak hoe was a side chick, and the bitch he was dealing with, she wasn't that experienced. And yeah, he
You
loved the
can make the
unexperienced
girl
bitch,
you
but he
dealing
still
with-
cheated with the
Word.
side bitch.
But you can make a girl you dealing with that freak girl.
But by the
that
time
you
you
like.
cheated, nigga, I don't even want you.
Okay, so respectfully, let's compartmentalize the type of people we're talking about. So those type of people are the type of people. Now, I mean, you can make your girl nasty,
Facts.
but
Just
your
like
girl
okay,
coming in.
you could teach a nigga.
Listen, your girl coming in giving you that 3,000. You don't really like a dude. Don't really want that for real. Like it's a plus, but it's a mega
I've had
plus
this
when she's
conversation
giving you
before,
the
and I was-
acquired
and
taste.
it's a mega plus.
I'm baffled.
Listen, it's a mega plus when she's giving you the 1,500. I mean, you like, oh, you still missing like 1,500. You know what I mean?
No. I
Let me
really-
teach you a little
Listen,
something.
I really feel like it's depending on what type of dude you're dealing with because it's some dudes that would dub you for not know what the fuck you doing too. They will say that pussy was whack.
Right.
It wasn't
And they
hitting
gonna
on
tell all
nothing.
their friends, they gonna tell all their
Y'all are
homeboys
talking
her
about
shit was
certain
whack.
type of
The
niggas,
only
though.
time the pussy is whack is when it's been mismanaged.
We're not even talking about relationships, but we gotta realize relationship starts with self. So this question is with self. So this question says, what are your flaws and have you started working on them? So we can start with you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, why me?
Wow, the hot seat.
Okay, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I've learned that I have an anxious attachment. I mean, I have attachment where, because it's going so good, my past constantly brings up little, I guess, little ideas of where this can possibly
That's
go.
called self-sabotaging.
I was just about to say that.
Exactly.
That's called
no,
self-sabotage.
okay. So it's called self-sabotage if you act on it. Know what I mean? So I'm talking about it stopping on the mind. Know what I mean? So it stops in my mind. So when I'm enjoying something so good, I constantly have this.
You sure it
thought
stops
process.
in the mind? There's nothing.
I don't act on it.
Because a lot of sometimes we think we don't act on it, but our subconscious affect us in some way,
Right.
in some action, whether it was our attitude, the tone we spoke in that day, the word we said in that day, how we said it that day. Are you sure it doesn't affect you?
I
not
feel
one
like
bit?
I feel like self-sabotage is more of when you start to assume that these thoughts that you're having
It's real.
Is real. Exactly.
Facts.
Thank you.
I believe that.
So it's not so much that I believe that they're real. It's that now I have a question. I mean, and now based off of your answer is how I react to that question. I'm not gonna assume
That's still self-sabotage, though, because why are you even asking me that question?
because of communication. So now this is the thing. This is the thing that people don't realize.
Because of your past, not mine.
Respectfully, but now we have to, in a relationship, you have to understand. This is it's crazy. This took a turn, but in a relationship, we was just talking about sex. But anyways, in a relationship, we have to understand that we've both come from different walks of life. In order for me to communicate with you, I gotta learn your Spanish. I mean, because it is completely different. What triggers you is different from me. Now, if I start to react on some shit that is like, wait a minute, I did not do anything to get that. I'm just going to ask you a question because I speak a different language.
Okay, I agree with that, but at some point,
it becomes
when
sabotage.
A person
hold on.
questions you constantly,
yeah, it becomes
that's irritating.
Right. But I think there's a way of questioning as well. So where are you going? Oh, that person is gonna be there. That's from your perspective. This person is gonna be there. Oh, okay, well, have a good time. I mean, and then you have who's gonna be there? Why are you going? I mean, that's two. What? Who?
Yeah.
Why you? That's two different ways. Now, one is like now we're arguing it's not how you say it. It's the way you say it, or it's not what you said. It's how you say it.
Right.
It's
your delivery.
Exactly. So when you think about it from that spectrum, like, nah, that's not self-sabotaging. If you just asking a question respectfully, like, who's going? Oh, or what you wearing tonight? You know what I mean? Like, that's not me assuming that you're being a hoe tonight, you're being a slut, you know. But based off of my past, I've dealt with girls that because I didn't ask, like, hey, baby, what you know what I mean? What you wearing tonight? She went out with the see-through, panties because she bought them at Rainbow. You know what I mean? Now her whole like thong line is being shown.
So you're saying that some line of questioning is healthy and some line of
Most
questioning
definitely.
is not.
Listen, in a relationship, again, you have to understand that you speak Spanish and I speak Swahili. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. You communicating your concerns, you asking me what it is me reassuring you to make you comfortable. That's all it is. But now how it's being asked definitely matters. You know what I mean? If you ask me,
I think that's one of my flaws. I hate being questioned.
Yeah, well, you got to meet yourself in the middle.
I hate being questioned. Like the other day, I'm going to give you an example. I was irritated with my partner. So I went to the gym. The gym closed at 10, but she thought it closed at 9. So right at 9, while I'm still at the gym, she's calling me. Where you at? I'm irritated because I'm like, don't worry about it. I see when you get home. I see you when I get home. She like, no, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I see you when I get home. It just irritated me because, like, if I already told you before I left the house that I was coming to the gym, regardless if you thought it was over at 9 or what, why are you calling me, questioning me?
What happens if you reassure her in that situation? What happens?
If I reassure her,
Yeah,
why should I have to do that?
What goes wrong?
Why should I have to do that?
Why shouldn't you do that?
That's insecure. That means you thinking I'm outside of the gym. You have to call me and see what I'm doing.
Talking to the mic.
That means you're insecure. It's you think it's past 9 o'clock, so you think I'm outside of the gym. So you probably think I'm doing something I have no business, or you think I'm doing something. So you want to call and just make sure.
That's what you're assuming.
That is called
what she
insecure.
said? Is that what she said?
That's not what she said.
Okay, so
Right,
boom.
because she
Now-
didn't
now,
call you
on
and
the
say
flip-
you're doing something. She called
Word.
you and said, where you at?
On
Why
the
does
flip
it
side,
matter?
on the
I said
flip
I was going
okay.
to the gym.
Now, Desha, let me ask you a question. On the flip side, what if she's concerned on whether or not your ass got robbed?
Exactly.
Now, I mean, what if she's concerned that you're in the
When you
dark
know
by
your
yourself?
partner, you know your partner. I know why.
But
she's
until she
asking.
says those things, it's an assumption.
Yeah, you got
know
to
what I mean?
reassure your partner like
what
that. Like,
what
rest assured
happens?
I'm good.
What happens when you don't like? What happens?
So what if I
you
would have
reassure her?
said, I'm good. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm good. What if she still said, but where are you at?
You say where you're at. Like, why is it an
At that
issue to
point,
say
she's
where you're at?
asking because of insecurity, not to make sure you're okay.
Why?
If
is
you
it
love a person,
problem?
it don't matter. You have to make them sacrifices. If you love a person, it don't matter how bad you just like, oh my gosh, stop calling me. It's like, hey baby, I'm at the gym. I'm gonna call you back, okay? All right. Now there's no other questions because
Like,
you already
why
clarified.
even go home to that tension? Like, why
I
is
just
your
feel like
ego
because
so
I
high?
feel like some people is not me trying to be difficult. I promise. It's just me trying to point out how insecure you are, and it's not okay.
How is that being insecure?
You have to provide the recipe for the mac and cheese before you tell a motherfucker, hey, make the best mac and cheese ever. You have to provide the recipe for it first. If you don't provide the recipe for the mac and cheese, you can't expect the best mac and cheese. You can't expect the mac and cheese that you like because you never provided the recipe.
I just feel like a lot of times, and I guess we should stop doing this in relationships as well. A lot of times I expect her to do and say what I would do. I would never call her.
That's my biggest problem.
Yeah, I would never
life.
call her and say, hey, what you doing, after she already told me she was going to the gym and coming back. I would never say, hey, keep calling. What you doing, where you at. I would never do that, so I expect her to do the same. And I guess that's my biggest thing in a relationship. I can't expect that person to do the exact same thing that I would, but you want that though. You want to be equally yoked as your person, on the same page as your person, speaking the same language as your person. So when they do something that's not of you or like you, you be like, I would have never did that. Why are you doing that?
Right,
So one thing that my brother taught me was
Which
like,
brother you talking about?
this
'Cause
one,
you got a lot.
Tybuggy in the building. Well, one thing he told me was like, to me, you hurt your own feelings because you expect people to give the same, or expect people to love the same, or expect people to,
I feel like
communicate the
you're
same
supposed to expect
that you do.
though.
Everybody loves different. So let me ask y'all a question: do y'all believe in love languages? Because one person's way of love is reassurance. And another person's love can just be communication.
You're right.
So
Physical
my love
touch.
language can be, you tell me what you got going on and you express to me your issues. And then their love language could be, baby, you always make me feel like when I'm questioning something, you got my back and you telling me what's going on. So you can't necessarily say in a relationship that, everybody is, you should expect the person to be on the same wave, because it's just not possible.
Because everybody has different love languages. That
Everybody's
makes a lot,
love
that makes a
language
lot
are
of sense,
different.
because I feel like my love languages is definitely way different than hers.
Desha, you have triggers that's different from hers. She's voicing her triggers, and you're not respecting the fact that that is just a trigger for her. Is a difference between her coming at you like you're doing something. Like Desha,
Do you know some people will ask something and not say it, but you.
That just means that
they're not going to say it. Like, they're not going to say,
Right.
hey, I know you're fucking somebody on the couch. They're going to beat around it. What you're doing, where you at, how long were you there, why were you
But
there?
they're giving you a chance. They're giving you
But
a
yeah,
chance.
they're giving you a chance.
They're giving you a chance to just
Just
let me feel
reassure
good
them.
in this situation, because this may be triggering
How
me
long
to
is
something.
that supposed to go on? How
As
long
long-
do I
as
supposed
long
to
As
as
long
they
as your
do.
love
That's
lasts.
not right. I have to keep reassuring
Does she
you
have to do that for
because
you?
So
No,
listen,
I don't require that.
because I have been in
I
a
trust
relationship
you.
where I had to do
You
that for
should
2
trust
years.
me. I have to keep on reassuring you over and over and over and over again until you finally trust me.
That's how trust works.
I'm already.
I feel like
trusting you.
I don't agree. I feel like there's a breaking point. I was in a relationship
There
with
is a
somebody who
breaking
literally had me proving myself for 2 years, and everything I was accused of, they were doing. So it's like, damn, I spent 2 years trying to prove to you that I'm not doing what you're accusing me of, but you're still doing it. So at some point you have to ask yourself, okay, if I've provided them all the
facts.
freaking formulas, the
But,
facts, the
Tamia,
proof, and they don't believe it, at some point you
and
have
I
to let
gotta
that shit
keep
go.
on
The
showing
difference
you.
between what you said and what she's saying is, you said accusing. She says somebody asked a question. And the question
But
that
you
was
know
being
you're-
asked,
but-
hold on, the question that was being asked wasn't an aggressive question. It was, yo, the gym closed at 9 and it's 10:30.
But the gym did not close at 9. The gym
She
closed
thought
at
the
10.
gym
Yeah,
closed at
she
9.
thought that.
In her perspective of her life.
So why not think if the gym closed at 9, maybe she stopped by the store or the gas station?
So
Why?
where did she say
Imagine
that? Did she say
imagine-
that you're on a dick?
But imagine somebody beating you down every moment. If you
What was
don't
the
come
example
home
of
by
her
this
beating you
time,
down?
or if you're not done by this time, where you at? What you doing? What?
So
I feel like sometimes in a relationship we have to have our own space and individuality.
I believe that
and
too.
our own. We have to. You cannot be up my spine, up my back every single minute because I didn't get out the gym at 9:02. You're gonna call me at 9:03.
Okay.
so if
I
a person
agree.
if a person acts nonchalant about your time and your being, are you gonna get upset? Like he's just, I don't care where she's at.
I
I
know
don't
if
care.
somebody is being genuinely asking me if I'm okay. All of us know our partner.
Right.
We know our
And
partner.
one thing
and
I know about
when
my
somebody's
partner-
being genuine,
Word.
and I will say, okay, no, I'm fine, and nothing happened. I want to way home. But I know when somebody's being genuine and when somebody's being nosy and insecure.
I got you, but I think that out of love, we have to reassure our partners. And not only that, there's times where it's like,
to what certain point do you feel like you should do that the whole relationship?
if I'm getting accused, I'm not
That's
gonna deal with
different.
that.
That's
Yeah,
different.
But
that's
if you're asking me like,
Why do you think they're asking you though? Because they're thinking you might
'cause
be
there
doing
might be
something,
a
so I need you to reassure me.
There might be a point in
If
the
I didn't think you were doing nothing at all, it wouldn't even be a question of me asking you.
I
That's
got
not
you.
true.
But this is the thing about life, okay? As much as we like to say we trust 100%, nobody trusts any other person 100%. Now, I mean, there's always that little bit of door room that you leave for somebody to do something. Now, I mean, and that little thought, all you need is a little bit of, no, baby, I'm just at the gas station. I mean, to make you feel all the better.
How long
Now, I
are
mean,
you supposed to be like that?
as long as I love this person, respectfully.
That is
Now, I mean,
crazy.
now
I've been
if
married for you to 10 years and you still asking me why I was at the gas station 5 minutes longer than I was supposed to.
no,
Because listen, because
a
what we
way
talk about all the
it's
time,
being
patterns.
asked. It's a way it's being listen.
The
If
meaning behind
all right, so
being
boom,
asked
so
because
boom.
you don't trust
Like my
me. I
sister
would
just
not
said,
ask at all because I know either I trust this person. Maybe he's 5 minutes behind because he's doing X, Y, and Z. Now, if I'm genuinely concerned, I can ask, "Are you okay?" That's fair. But let's be real. Am I genuinely concerned?
How many times has
or
that
do
worked
I
out for
think
you?
Something's wrong with you?
How many times has that worked out for you?
I haven't been in a very long relationship or a marriage, but I'm saying if I was to be, I would not appreciate for my person to be questioning me and having me reassure them after I showed them years of trust. You have to keep on needing reassurance from me. I've been with you for 10 plus years, and I still got to explain to you
This is really
why
hard.
I've been in the gas station 5 minutes longer, not because you're concerned, but because you're insecure
But
or because
Desha,
you think something might have happened. That's ridiculous.
I understand, but I think if somebody does not say that I feel like you're doing X, Y, and Z, you are projecting something else. You're projecting something else that you've dealt with somebody
like I said,
else.
I feel like you have to know your person. You know if your person insecure or not. You know if your person genuinely concerned or if they really insecure.
So listen, if you know that your person goes to the gas station at 9:03, they come home at 9:11. That time that they come home at 9:16, you're not asking where you been on some. What the fuck you been doing? It's on some. You okay? Like, you know, you typically home at this time.
And
I'm not
that's
being
what I'm
insecure.
saying.
I'm being concerned.
So if you think your
And that's
person's
what-
insecure,
and
why are you
that's-
with them
And
though?
that's what I'm saying. You will have some people that's insecure. You know your partner. You know if they genuinely
Because I dealt with somebody
concerned.
who would ask me.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with somebody who asked me in a concerned manner because he genuinely wants to know if I'm okay. And then
And
I've
you
dealt with
know
somebody who
that.
literally like, you been at the store, you probably on the phone with a nigga. I know you on the phone with a nigga. I know you
Yeah,
probably
but
out
what
with
if you got that
That
person?
is a different way of
Listen,
asking
no.
though.
What if you got that person who thinks like that but won't say it like that?
Because of course I've dealt with the
They'll
dude
say,
that be
"Oh,
like,
why you at the store?" But they won't say, "I know you at the store because you with that nigga." They won't say that because they know it sounds
But how do
crazy.
you know
because
that? though?
listen,
'Cause
but
you know
this is
your
what I do.
person.
But this is no, that's facts. That's facts. I've dealt with a nigga that would be like, oh, you still at the store? Oh, all
So
right.
if a nigga's
And you
not, if a
know
nigga
what
not,
that mean. You
wait,
know
hold
they're
on, hold
not
on.
genuinely concerned because you're still at the store.
But
You
what I
know
do is
deep
I do
down
my
it's
part.
because they're
Respectfully.
insecure, thinking you're doing something. You know your person, whether they say the words or not. You know your person.
You do your part
Okay.
until you do your part, and when it becomes too much, where it's like, when it becomes not questions but it comes accusations, then you say, I'm not proving myself anymore.
Accusations is different. So now,
You know
since
there
you
could
said,
be an accusation
I got
in
you.
the tone without words, right?
I got you. So let me ask you a question. So since you're saying that you know your person, so how do you know your person enough to know when is the difference between this person is asking me because they're concerned and this person is asking me because it's an hour and 30 minutes later from the time they think the gym is closed, like, or they're accusing me of something. How do you know the difference? And don't say the tone, because you said you know your person enough for them not to shift their tone, and you still know the difference. So how do you know?
What do you mean? I know I didn't say that. I did not say I know the person enough not to shift their tone. The tone will.
You just said you know your person.
I do know my person. I know from previous experiences over and over again from the past, whether they're concerned and they're not. From previous experience, every time they've asked me these questions is because they thought something was going on. They thought this was that. They thought this was that.
Word.
It's from you know your person. And the reason why you know your person because you went through this over and over
So,
and over
all right,
and over
so
and over again.
let me ask you another
And
question.
their
Can I ask you
tone
another
really
question?
doesn't have to change anymore. Their tone can really stay the same, and you
Word.
can
You know by the pattern.
Word. So let me ask you a question. What if where you at started out as I don't really trust you, and then it turned into I'm worried about your security?
I know the difference. I'm sorry.
How do you know the difference?
I,
It sounds the same.
me
coming
personally,
from me.
and you can call me wrong. I'm very observative. I read body language very, very, very well. I read tones very, very well. What you say before and what you say after, that lets me know what you really meant. So all that plays a part. If you say, "Where you at? Where you at? Is you okay? Is it okay? Yeah, I'm fine."
So do you think?
And you say, "Oh, where you at?"
Yeah.
Oh,
So what happens in the
right.
case of reinsurance though? What happens in the case of reinsurance? If it's the same thing, then that's when you be like, you know what? I've reassured you the past 5 times that you felt this type of way, and I could tell you felt this type of way. I don't owe you that anymore. But if there are gaps being left open and questions that aren't answered and insecurities that aren't being taken care of.
That's not what Tyreek said. He said he feels the need to reassure as long as you love that person.
So you're going to have to...
Because you have to understand, if you love somebody, I have to understand you come from a different boat. You know? Your ex made you feel some type of way. As long as
and
you're
how
not
long are you
accusing
supposed to deal with that?
If
Do
my
you
shorty
keep
asks
saying,
no,
you keep saying, as long as she accuse you out her mouth, do you know that a
accusing
person
me is different.
will ask you, where you at? Not
And
telling
for me to say I'm at the podcast room, what does that do for me? If she replies with "No, you're not," now it's a problem.
Right. Now
okay,
I don't
so
owe
what
you
I'm
anything.
saying
What
is,
wrong does it do me when she asks me where I'm at?
Is, I told her I was going to the gym.
And then you also,
it's
I'm
not
Where
one of
you
those
at?
people.
I think the gym is closed. So where you at right now? Why is that a problem?
Do you not trust me to come home? Do you think I'm doing something else?
If you're
No,
not home
my
and it's an hour
clarification-
30 minutes later, and I think the gym is closed, where you at? Why is that an issue for
I
you to tell
can
me
see
that?
if it was out of concern, but it was not out of concern. It was, I think you may be doing
So then-
something you
Switch the
might
shoes.
not be doing.
Switch the shoes.
Switch
the shoes.
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm sorry. But then you have to tell your partner, say, hey, look, this is really starting to bother me. Can you please not do this? And if they keep
I agree.
continuously asking, I'm trying to help you out here. If they really continuously doing this,
what?
Say,
Keep having you reassure them.
Keep having them reassurance. Say, baby, look, you got me. I'm yours. You should not have to worry about this.
Is it worry? Is
No,
it
no.
worry or is it security?
It's
At what point
yeah,
is there
it's secure.
differentiation?
There-
You know
there-
the difference.
you can really not have a point. But the thing about it is, though, you do have to give them a little bit leeway to say, hey, you need to stop doing this. This is driving me away
So
from you.
I should
Wait a
feel
minute.
like
this is
asking
driving
my
me
lady
away
where
from
she's at
you
is
instead
gonna
of to you.
push her away. Asking my lady where she's at is gonna push her away.
Let's flip the shoes.
No.
I'm not saying
It's not. It's not.
I don't want you to think
Yes,
that
that is
because
what you're
she's no, that's not what I'm
If
saying.
it-
Because she's
she's
asked me
thinking
where
of
I'm
a
at
point
plenty
all
of
the
times.
time.
I'm not saying, oh, I'm at the store. If my girl call me where you at, I can't never tell her where I'm at.
So what's
Or I
different
feel like
about this time?
What's different
Her
about
tone
this
didn't
time
change,
is
and
I did not say her tone.
No,
did
she's
not
saying
change.
the tone told her that it was
The
out
I-
of context and it wasn't a genuine
Exactly.
ask.
Well, I said how is being said does say a lot about what's being said. I mean, that's a fact. But
How it's
her-
being said, yes, and
but her
knowing your
asking you-
person.
her asking you where you at should not be an issue. I mean, if it is an issue, that's you projecting something else.
Okay, let's say if you tell your partner, I'm going outside today, I'm going to the hookah lounge with my friends, I'm going to Sativa's, and I'm at Sativa's, I'm having fun, and I leave Sativa's, and she calls me, where you at? Why can't I just have fun with my friends? Why do you have
I'm
to
leaving
check?
Sativas. I'm leaving
But why
Sativas.
do
We
you
about
have
to go to
be
X, Y, and
checking
Z.
in? I
Because
feel
that's
like a
part of
person-
communication. No, fuck
That's
safety. That's communication.
Let's keep it real. It don't be safety. It's you want to know that every fucking
Call a
move.
spade a spade. It is communication. That is the issue. So many people have this huge ass
You
ego.
can't be independent
against-
in a relationship.
Listen. So many people have this huge ass ego against. Why do I have to do that? Why do I? If you love me, just tell me you're at fucking CVS.
But there's some people who will take
I'm not
advantage
trying
of
to
that. They will
control-
call you, where you at? I'm at Sativa's. Then you get to another spot. What y'all doing? I'm doing this. Then you get to another spot.
Now
What's
that's when it becomes excessive.
Right. That's when
That
it's
is
like,
a
okay, now you
difference.
have to have that
But
conversation.
if you said you was at Sativa's and Sativa's closes at 2:30, baby, where you at? I mean, that shit closed at 2:30.
it's
You-
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Who would say you ain't go somewhere else?
Where
that
are
wasn't
you?
established. That communication wasn't already
You know what
set.
I mean?
Like, for example, if
Simple.
if you know your partner get off at 4:30, they don't come home till 6. You're not gonna be like, well, I know my partner, I trust them. You're gonna be like, you all right? Where you at? You good? I haven't heard from you. I don't know where you at. I don't know what's going on. 4:30 to 6 is an hour and a half. You have to have some type of communication. When you're in a relationship, communication is that's a must. It doesn't matter. It's no longer about just you. It's about you and their partner. Because
I
it's a couple.
understand that, but y'all gotta keep it real.
So why your
are
girlfriend?
we
Why she
asking
can't
that
disappear on you for a
questions?
week?
Why?
Because she
why are
disappearing
we-
you for a week.
That's different.
Why is that different?
Because you're
trust
disappearing
her.
for 7 days and not saying anything. I said something. I'm saying just for today.
No,
just
the
for
last
a few
place
hours.
I think you were at.
I'm asking you. I'm telling you. I'm about to go out with my friends and have a good time. Why do you keep having to check on me? I don't need that. I can have a good time and then come home and babe, I just had a good time. I went to sativas. I went to this. I just had a good time. Why do you feel the need to keep checking on me?
I'm a person
Why
full of
can't
anxiety.
I have some type of separation from you? I think the problem is, especially I don't know about straight relationships, but lesbian relationships, they feel like they have to do everything together, know everything, go everywhere. You have to have some type of individuality. You have to have some time to miss your partner. You have to have some time away from your partner. You have to have some time with your friends. And what is wrong with me not checking in 24/7? If I tell you before I leave the house, I am going to sativas, I'm going out with my friends, we might go a few different places. Okay, cool. I'll see you when I get home. What's wrong with I see you when I get home?
Does she tell you to check in 24 hours?
She's the one
Every
who checks
hour
in,
on
is
the
what
day.
I'm saying. She's the one who checks in.
Well, maybe she's doing that out of the respect that she
I'm a
feels like she
person-
needs to give to you.
I'm a person full of anxiety.
How do you know they're doing that out of insecurity?
I'm a person full of anxiety.
in
I
on
can't
you?
deal with that. I can't deal with somebody I love going out and I don't hear from them for the past 7 hours. And I know Atlanta's full of killers, robbers, and drug dealers. What the fuck do I
Not
look
only-
like
not
saying,
only
all
that-
right, I won't speak to you for 7 hours because I know you out with your friends. Nah, I'm going to check in on you because at the end of the day, I need my last words to you to be I love you, regardless of anything. You can get drunk and be fucked up and drive, and God forbid something happened to you, and she's trying to give you your space and not speak to you or not give you your space and not check in on you. Now that one message may have saved your life. There's a lot more to it.
I get the 7-8 hours. Your partner gone from 3 p.m. and here it is 12 a.m. You want to check in and say, hey, you okay? You good? That's fine. But I only been out for 3 hours. Give me some fucking space.
And you can have that conversation. Like, if you got the type of relationship where you feel like you smothered, you should be able to have that conversation because you don't want to go out and assume that the person is smothering you and they don't know that they're smothering you. They just feel like they're checking in. You got to have that conversation. Hey, baby, when I go out, I kind of just want to, what I'm saying? I'll check in, of
Some
course.
people feel like they're entitled to do that because they're your partner.
Then that just can't be a partner. If that's not how you work, then that can't be a partner. You have to be with somebody who understands your love language, who understands you, your communication.
So let's push this forward. So
Speaking of the devil.
oh wow, yeah. So let's push this
Speaking of
forward.
the devil.
So what are your flaws, and have you started working on them?
I feel like I don't like to be told anything. Like, even when it's something, but I've worked on them where
Coachable.
I used to be the person where a person could be like, I think that you should probably try speaking this way, and I'd be like, or I could just speak the way I want to speak, and that just be the end of it. That's how I used to be. But now it's like, even if I don't want to hear it, I take it into consideration because at the end of the day, my partner's not telling me this in a malice manner. They're not telling me this in a manner where, okay, it's manipulative and they'll just work in their favor. They're telling me this because you genuinely love me and you genuinely want me to be better. Mm-hmm. So but that comes from me knowing that versus me not really sure and me not really knowing. And then it's like, I really don't want to listen to you. But I will say one of my flaws is I don't want to be told anything. I don't care. And that's not even just in a relationship, in general, in life. I don't want to be told shit. Don't tell me nothing.
So are you trying to fix it? So you can't.
Yes. I told you.
Yeah.
I literally listen to what is told to me and I take it into consideration. I may not take it into consideration at that moment, but I will take it into consideration eventually because I know that it's coming from a genuine place versus it coming in from somebody who I know is only, trying to manipulate things into being into working for them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I will say I'm definitely working on it. I will say in my workplace it's getting a little harder. And life is getting a little harder, but I would say in a relationship it is getting better because I know that, like I said, it's coming from a genuine place. When it's coming from somewhere or from someone who I don't think is genuine for me, it will go through one ear, not the other, forever. It just never fails.
Yeah, because you know that they're not genuine.
Right.
How can you tell me to be a certain way and you're not that certain way?
Right.
How can you be this person and you're telling me to be this person? It will never go the right way. That's what happened to me. I feel like in a relationship with me, I feel like he had good intentions telling me, no, this is not this. Let me reverse. What he was telling me was the right thing, but it was going in one ear and out the other because he wasn't doing it. He wasn't that good person. How are you to tell me to be this good person and you're not that good person? It's not fair.
Right.
So
Now, if you
who
were
are you
genuinely-
being a good person for?
Him.
Why? When
Because
when you die, you go to heaven or what? Hell.
Just
Why
be-
are you being a good person for somebody else?
Just be a good person.
Be a good
period.
person for you.
Yeah.
If somebody
Right.
let me tell you something.
But
Let me-
it's a
let me-
difference
let me tell you
between being a
something
good
real quick.
person for you and being a good person in a relationship. What's best for you might not be best for your relationship.
Well, then that means that you're going about the relationship the wrong way. You should always do what's best for you. You know what I mean? Like, you should never be in a relationship that you're doing something
No,
that's not best
I
for
don't
you.
agree. Sometimes what you do personally, your relationship, you have to make compromises. The relationship is all about compromises. Like I feel
to the
in my
detriment of it not being good for you.
Sometimes you do.
no.
At what point?
Sometimes you do.
Like
You have
say
to-
for,
I'm
you have to-
listening.
I'm sorry. You have to go up. You have to look past you.
At what point do you do something in a relationship that is not good for you? Good for you. I mean, but for the compromising of the
I
relationship,
would
you
say
have to
it's
do
good.
it.
It's good
I'm
for
listening.
you. You just don't like it. You're not used to it. You don't like it, and it's not something that you want to do, but you do it anyway for that relationship.
Not something you like to do and not something that's good for you is
watch-
two different.
You're right. I would say my partner now is forcing me to have patience for people because before it was like I'm just firecracker to me. Like somebody pissed me off, I'm ready to curse them out. I'm ready to beep the horn. I'm ready to tell them about themselves at the window. I'm ready to go off. And he kind of taught me like, but so what is the end goal? Like what is at the end of the day, what are you doing? Because what you're going to do is you're going to put yourself in either an even worse mood or an even worse situation just because you could have just held your tongue. Maybe this person's having an even worse day than you. And now you just put yourself in a position to be either in harm's way or, you know what I'm saying, in a dangerous situation, in a legal situation just because you couldn't just shut the fuck up.
You couldn't just relax for a second. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's not what I meant by that. I feel like what I meant by you want me to do something, but you're not that person. I feel like I'm a good person, but sometimes I speak to you in a bad way, and you want me to speak to you in a good way, but it's going out of one ear and the other because you're not
don't show
speaking to
that.
me that
So
way.
let's go back to
felt
accountability
that.
for a second. Just
I
one
felt
quick
that.
second, please. Everybody. Let's go back.
Reverse.
If somebody is treating you in a way that is not respectable, now, why are you dealing with that
Because
person?
manipulation and narcissism is real. They will make you feel like what they're doing is justified and what you're doing is not justified. And because it's so good and it sounds so good, you will literally believe it.
Facts. I literally was manipulated for years.
So what is the accountability in you being manipulated?
The accountability.
and that's a real question. That's not like a, yeah, I mean.
When you're
that's
manipulated, you're not even in your right state of mind. You're in someone else's state of mind. When you're being manipulated, your brain is being twisted to believe what someone else's beliefs are, not what you believe.
So how do you prevent yourself from being manipulated again?
It takes the repetitiveness. It takes for you to the same thing to keep happening, and you keep getting the same result. For you to be like, wait a minute, okay, I keep getting the same result. Let me try something different.
So what is that? Accountability.
No. That's like snapping back into reality. Let's be real. We've all been
I
in
feel
that
like
relationship.
that's just a lesson learned. You
Yeah.
learned that from experience. If you
What
would
is
if you would have never had that experience, you would have never learned. So
Right.
sometimes you gotta go
Most
through that
definitely.
experience.
Most definitely. So, but it is to look at the situation as I am part of the creation of this issue. And if it happens again, I am still part of the creation of this issue.
So you believe every woman who did you wrong, it was your fault?
Every woman that has done me wrong, it's my fault.
You ain't
Yes.
never had no woman do you
Because that's
wrong,
what you're
huh?
saying. That's what you're saying right now. You saying that, all right, so when that girl cheated on me, and she cheated on me so many times, and then that last time I said, wait a minute, this is not right. oh, that was my fault for letting her cheat on me so many times.
Okay, so it is
It's
my
it's
okay.
my
Oh,
fault
I
for
see.
not
I see what y'all- I see
recognizing
what y'all-
Yeah.
I see what y'all are saying. Yes, me letting it get so far of looking past the red flags. Yes, the reason why I like this person and me still choosing to be with this person, yes, those are my wrongdoings. I can't control who she is, but I can control letting another her into my life.
Well, let's be realistic.
But
we
that's
are,
after
we
the
are
fact.
human.
That's after the fact.
No,
We are all
no, definitely.
We're
During
gonna,
it, you're not.
We
You're
want to
not
see
feeling
more
that.
than one time. Is this person going to do this again? We want to see that.
Word.
We're human.
I what I don't want anybody to get to is this is inevitable. I mean, I
No,
want
I agree with
to
that.
the
It's not
viewers,
inevitable.
It's not inevitable. You can stop certain things from consistently happening to you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a matter of how you are using your discernment.
Yeah.
You have to set boundaries too. There is no way where there's no circumstance where boundaries are not accounted for. Every circumstance, there has to be a boundary. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you are allowed to have that boundary. If the boundary is not respected, neither are you, and that's your decision to deal with. Okay, well, they don't respect me in this way. So that's where the accountability comes from. But if you're being manipulated into thinking that your boundaries are stupid or your boundaries are unnecessary, then it's okay to understand, like, damn, okay, I was manipulated, but now that I realize I'm manipulated, now you have to take accountability. Am I going to sit here and stick with what I'm not willing to deal with? Or am I going to be like, okay, you know what? That was manipulation. Let me get the hell on. That's where the accountability comes into play. But if you're being manipulated, you're unaware. You're being manipulated. Your brain is being tampered with. You're being twisted. Your mind and your thoughts and your emotions are being twisted to favor the other person.
And your mind has not yet experienced or matured enough to know whether or not that manipulation is the right thing or the wrong thing.
I like that. All right, so look, hey man, look, it's been about 2 hours, maybe 3. Listen, I want everybody to I want everybody to say their closing comments. Yeah, I mean, also shout yourself out. We're gonna go around the room. This was a very dope conversation.
Very.
Flowed naturally. I really enjoyed it, and I hope we could do this again. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go around the room, give your closing comments. I mean, any phrase you want to just give to the people. Yeah, I mean, and shout yourself out at the end. We're gonna start with my sister. Go ahead.
I would like to say that real love exists. You just have to find your person. For the women and men, if it doesn't feel right, it's not right. Big MamaaMiyah, you feel me? Follow me on Instagram, MamaaMiyah. That's on Instagram. I think my Twitter is MamaaMiyah1. You feel me? And my Facebook,
Shout out
MamaaMiyah.
to TikTok too.
TikTok, look, TikTok, MamaaMiyah. Everything, MamaaMiyah.
And yeah, for me, I just like to say you can find love. Love is still here. Love still exists. Please don't lose hope on it. You can reach me at Rowland28 on Instagram, and that is the only one you will ever get from me.
All right, that is it. Anything else is a fake page.
That is it.
I do have a fake page. Be aware. Be aware.
She got Finsta.
What I want to say, y'all, is just be happy no matter what. Whatever you have to do, be happy. Whether that's single or in a relationship, do that. In 2023, we're focusing on mental health. That's a thing that is not very popular in
Or
the
promoted.
Black history is mental health. So whatever is interrupting your peace or your mental health, it gotta go. Whether
Amen.
it's that dude or it's that girl or it's that fuck nigga,
Period.
it gotta go.
Gotta go.
Okay?
Protect your peace at all costs.
Protect your peace. Be happy. Pray. You're going to be good. And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Desha Cherie. Desha is DESHA_Cherie, SHAREE. And we out.
Hey man, look, I want to end it out by saying this. Listen, when you're dating somebody, you find out a lot of clues about that person. All right, please pay attention to those red flags. Stop falling in love with the fantasy of who you think this person could become. Okay, if anything, instead of saying all men ain't shit, get better at asking questions to find out whether or not this person in front of you ain't shit. You know what I mean? And the same thing goes vice versa for men dating women. You know what I mean? Find out the right questions. Love yourself enough to not be like, you know what? I'll go through this because I want this person to become this. You know what I mean? So anyways, hey man, this has been a great podcast with the Boogie Down podcast. Hey man, it's been your boy Tybuggy. Y'all already know where to follow me at. I'm out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.